Isn't it amazing? 1 long month hiatus, but we got back to back to back. Well, back to back, not bad. Back to back super shows. I know you only see us on the screen, but if you look at the title, there's 4 of us here.
Yep.
Did you miss us? We missed you. Welcome to yet another edition of The Shattering. Sorry, I said edition. Ew. I am, of course, pick one of y'all's freaking fanfic name for. I'll pick one. I'm C49, joined along with
Siren Richardson.
And the legendary Cheshriebeam.
And
Smooth. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
Well, you all know it's been a month, and like I've told these guys before we went live, we got bucket loads of stuff to talk about.
A lot has happened. Mainly, Chris here. How you been, man? We've missed you.
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. The batteries are recharged. I'm ready to rock. Gonna be like that intro of that Phoenix Wright freaking. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Sip. I'm ready. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Did I mention I was ready?
Yeah.
It's a freaking series called Bullshit Evolved. They take like the Phoenix Wright sprites and they like make random non sequiturs and stuff like that.
Alrighty.
Whatever people make those whole things.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah. But like I said, we had a whole bunch then. Still waiting for some of the usual folks to pile in, but like I said, what did we get over this past while or so? Was it 4 character trailers?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
Four. Good. Make sure
Ash,
I got it.
Isla, Kate Ash, and it was Cuckoo.
Sandman. Oh, by the way, Cheshriebeam, he's a big kukri advocate. Big time kukri advocate. Tell him what
I used to be
Go ahead.
I used to be a high school bully back in the day. I used to kick sand in people's faces. So, whenever Kukri came out, I was like, this is my guy.
Dang.
That's my guy. What drew you to kukri, by chance?
Like I said, I'm like an aesthetics guy when it comes to fighting games. I just like, okay, this character looks interesting. Let me main them. So with him, like I said, I like the sand gimmick. And in hindsight, after playing KOL 13, it almost looked like they gave Kukri that old move that Benny Mario used to have.
Oh yeah.
Where the sand sprouts up and Benny Mario used to do the lightning with his sprout.
He used to like spin around
On his hand.
Oh, the spinning move. Oh, okay.
The good old Shinku Katagoma. Don't ask me, I know that by heart. Don't ask.
Yeah, I was finna ask anyway. Like the anti-cosplay, he was like, "Don't look for me," and then they looked to their left. It was like, "I said, don't look for me."
Look for me.
But yeah, I just like I like the aesthetic of like elemental like stuff with like characters in fighting games. So I do like the sand gimmick.
Can I ask, are you a fan of Garo from Naruto, or is this just a one-off thing with Kukri?
It's a one-off thing. Like if there's anything that like draws me to a character, like elemental wise, is lightning. You can ask Lotus here. Like I play Benny Maru and Sylvie in KOL. If I like Raiden. Like it's anime wise, I like Killua from Hunter x Hunter. I like the one guy from Black Clover, Luck. Like that, like lightning is my like thing.
Do you like Denki from My Hero?
Yes, sir.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This man is very, very steep.
My only exception is Kanji. I don't dislike Kanji, but I ended up picking up Elizabeth in Persona 4 Arena.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Elizabeth.
It's like Chrysalid.
I said Elizabeth.
It is
but
not. Oh,
Elizabeth. Jose's in the chat. What's up, dude? He said, glad to see that we're all finally reunited once again.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
sir.
you.
Y'all got me feeling like Bryan Danielson when he freaking made his company.
We got anyway. Speaking of Elizabeth, we got Ash's trailer.
Let's start from the top, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, cause y'all know what I think. I'm good.
He's back. It looks like he's got some new stuff. Honestly, I like his new outfit quite a bit. It's not too different, but it looks different enough to be kind of fresh.
I agree. I see that. I do like his new outfit as well, and it still has Ash Chrism flair to it, personality to it. Although it's gonna look funny him wearing that outfit in like the beach stage. Cause
Oh yeah, no.
I'm like, yeah, it's like, sir, you're gonna overheat that winter wear.
Got these green
Yeah.
candle wax flames, and you over here on the beach, and you naked. Like, go on, man. I'm about to get a heat stroke.
I did
Like,
like
but,
it.
you know, but
You might have to
I
switch to
noticed that's what they
that.
kind of did with like most of the characters.
Who is
It's
that?
like they kept it the same.
That company.
They-
Sorry.
I just wasn't expecting
They
that.
kept it the same, but they kind of just switched up the designs a little bit with most of the characters. Cause even Terry, like he basically has his old look with just like a little, just a tiny.
With just a little bit
alteration.
of steroids.
And his Garu outfit. Well, that's
My
pretty
favorite
good about this.
redesign category is Shermie. Shermie easily won the redesign so far
Don't
to
give-
board the character.
Don't get me
Game.
started.
For me, it's Antonov. But
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Billy Graham? Superstar Billy Graham.
Grew his hair, got a hat, sunglasses.
I
It
got a new
freaking
belt
amazed me
with,
at the
like-
fact that they legit had this guy get a wrestling company. Cause I was wondering why. Cause I saw like somebody had found like I think it was on Reddit. It was a screenshot of I guess people in I guess it was Discord, but it was a whole bunch of I guess alleged On Hell fans that was like I hate Antonov. I hate Antonov. I'm like, why are they dissing Antonov?
Yeah, I heard that Twitter they were pissed.
Yo.
Too. Twitter they were pissed. They're like, he took fucking Angel's spot. He took Angel's spot.
Yo,
Which is so funny now.
I
Go
just
ahead.
thought about something.
Was what?
What if like obviously like Antonov, King of Dinosaurs, and freaking Riff Raff, Ramon. There we go.
Oh my
Ramon,
god.
are the are the premier GAW teams, but what if like Angel is also like in his little wrestling company?
I think that'd be pretty neat. What if
That'd be
Raiden's in
dope.
there?
So that, like you were saying last night, Chris, there could be two wrestling teams, and the other one's like within the GAW company.
For context, he's referring to because when I came back, I just kind of scaled like looking at stuff that I missed by chance, and I can't believe it. God damn it! Anyways, point is, yeah, it was my old video where I was talking about how Chris Lotus, C49, Chris Alid, Chris Bad Soul, Chris Kiske, Kai Kriske, all these names y'all gave me and everything. hey, they did it. They did it. It wasn't me.
I think didn't I come up
They
with
did
that
it.
one? I
Yes,
think
you
I
did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Like, they did that, not me. I just embraced it. How I would build my KOF 15 roster. How I'm gonna emphasis how I'd build my KOF 15 roster.
I don't know
Because
if
I had a team. It was Angel, it was KOD, and it was Raiden. And I tried to like pull the whole thing with Team Orochi, where you have like the Orochi forms, like in 2002 UM and all that. I was like, since KOD and Raiden both had alternate personas, put those there as like, you know, secret characters with like different movesets. And I said have Angel, like that costume that she had in 14 where she was like a demon, let that be the heel, the villain Angel. And I said, since they put them in like, and I like 3-count bout, like Onyx knows this because we talk about it all the time, and Larry knows it. All three of you know it actually. Y'all taught me enough. I'm a wrestling fan, okay? I want 2 wrestling teams, so I said have this team over here, and then since people want the Red Dragon back, they put Master Barnes and somebody else back there. I forgot who. Dang it. But they put like 2 3-count bout characters in the background, so I was like, Put a team 3 count bout in there. I want a team 3 count bout. I want a team
So here's
3
a question.
count bout. Hold on. And this fool, like, look, I understand, like, I just said, hey, I opened up the door, what would you do with your roster? This one fool is legit over here checking my mess off like I freaking took a test or whatever. Guy said, he was like, team 3 count bout. Come on, you gotta pick something better. Put a team Garu. And I'm like, no, you put a team Garu. I'm a wrestling fan. I want my wrestling characters, okay? I love Garu.
Your idea, roster. I just want to kill these fucking people.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Like,
Garu is literally the SNK Third Strike. I like both games, don't get me wrong, but the worship of them is a turnoff. Like, bruh.
Hey,
I peppered Garu characters all over my roster. I put freaking Marco with Rio and Robert. Yeah, well, no. It was Rio. It was Rio. No, it was Rio, Marco, and King since the whole thing with the KOF 14 thing.
Wasn't it Rio, Robert? No, it was Rio, Marco, and
King. I put King on
my.
I put King. Oh, you're right. It was Show because it was Show because he's in the dojo. He's in the dojo in 13 from
I don't know who that Show is. Show High 8. Show High 8.
You're right. Siren studied my video better than that.
Well, I mean, I've been playing 11 recently since I was able to emulate it on Flycast.
Like, Wombat?
Yeah, I played with a couple people. It was actually really cool.
Because that's where old Duckman is, not Goose, but Duck King.
Geese is there too. He's able to see his too.
But it's just like, man, it's like, because I peppered Garu characters all over mess. I got Marco over here. I freaking put Rock in there then, but I'm like, I decided what they want to do with Rock since SNK can't make up their bloody minds.
But they can,
like, come on. It's like people.
Context is everything. Sliding timeline, I meant to say, rather.
Because I
know. Like Rock Power. So I think at this point, he's top 3 to the current age.
He's top 3, man. Like, come on, y'all. Like, I understand, and I get it, because they talk about they want to respect like the original creators from the Fatal Fury, but it's like, come on, y'all, come on, man, come on. Do it so we can watch Max dance all over the place, okay?
We watch Maximum be a fake KOF fan for 2 weeks and realize Rock Howard and then just move on.
Lord Jesus.
Keep it in will.
It's funny because there's a mixed reception to Max in my chat. And speaking of, just so I don't make sure I don't forget him, no, I didn't watch the demo, Jose, because I was wanting to, like, I was thinking maybe we could watch footage here, but I don't think that's going to be in the cards. But I guess after this, I'll watch some footage. And yeah, would you call Angel's fandom a cult following, though? Because I think there's many of them, actually, in there.
And then, it's a lot of them. Probably Angel has fans the same reason Biking has fans, but I do believe people that take an effort as you play Angel unlike Biking.
Which, by the way, Rufomonger's video, it's a good video, but a lot of y'all took that mess out of context.
Yes, it is.
Y'all took that mess out of context. Y'all making it seem like Rufomonger is like, nobody plays these characters, why put them in the game? His point was, people love these characters, make them more accessible to even, like, you know...
Exactly.
I hate to say, like, the casuals, I guess.
Give them a decent
entry. Exactly, that's what it is, though.
Yeah, I mean, come on, like...
I hope the rumors is true, which I believe in, until proven otherwise. If Angel is a part of Team K-Dash, I'm sorry, get rid of her. She's supposed to be a hard character to use. No, it's time to simplify her moveset where the casual actually want the character, actually have no excuse to say, well, I love Angel, but she's too fucking hard. No, SK dumped her down.
I'll say this.
I'll say this. Now play her. You love her so much, now fucking play her.
Yeah.
I'll say this, at least, like, I wouldn't say well, yeah, tone her down, but at the same time to give her almost like a little treat for like the classic fans, to where it's easier to pick her up, but still harder to get all the bells and whistles out.
Yeah, you could pull like a Jacko with her then, because Jacko like still takes a little bit of time to learn, but like in Shriver, they kind of toned a lot of the very, very extra stuff down, and she's still fun, so they could do that with her.
Yeah, make Angel into me, because right now, she's like pretty much expert character, or someone who's been playing Angel since she came in 2001. Yeah. Angel is not an accessible character, and I like the character. I like Angel. I think more she was a bagger with K99, but I understand after the whole situation, SK has to change some things, which is fine. It is what it is. But I do feel like Angel now has become more accessible.
Yeah.
Get rid of her so much with her in chain circles or that shit, how that works so much, but make it where it's not as hard to get that shit down. You really want to learn on hell, you'll get it down in a month. Before, I felt like you had to take it maybe like 5-6 months to truly understand on hell. Now, you really like to learn on hell, month you'll get her shit down.
Lotus here remembers like that good 2-3 month period where I was playing.
Man was doing some on-hell push-ups. This man was doing on-hell push-ups. He was learning the strings and like what they call the broken chains and all of that.
People's elbow, fucking whatever her climax is, where she fucking puts you in a cleavage and then drops you.
That's for Ascension time. I do know the name of that climb. It's for Ascension time.
Which is a very good name, by the way, Ascension Time. I don't know how we got on hell from Ash, but that is the wild world of KOF. Any other comments about?
Topic.
I mean, that's how big and wild and wubbulous the freaking KOF world is. You talk about one person, they're linked to this one, who's linked to that one, who married this one, and they hate this one, and they have this person that's a mother, and this guy that's a, let me stop. I want to make a joke. Ash Crimson finals.
Okay, so who do we think is going to be with Ash, though?
Elizabeth.
Very good question. For that, I call, just because I know he's been fuming at the mouth to say something for the past while, I call Mr. Siren.
Oh, thank you. First, I would like to say I hate the idea of the team between K-Dash, Kula, and Angel.
Oh my god, he's going back.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But, like, I absolutely hate that team because I feel like it's just kind of a cop-out, to be honest. Because it's just like, okay, they have absolutely nothing in common, and in story hate each other. And then it's like, okay, SNK is like, alright. We're just putting in as many legacy characters as we can right now, but people really love this weird Ness character with the mega boobs. But put him on the one with the lolly and the cool dude. Got it.
I have a rebuttal for that one, Simon.
They're Ness people. They're Ness.
I mean,
hold on. What'd you say? Hold on. Wait. What'd you say? What did you say?
Rebuttal for that, because I'm gonna say Dobby likes that. Well, on hell doesn't make sense with Team Cash.
Oh, I thought you said something different.
Outside of just them all being Ness, creations of Ness. On hell's a modified human, so it's Cash, so it's Cooler. Yes. Yeah. Cooler Diamond Cash doesn't care for on hell. I don't think he hates her. He just doesn't care for her because he was on the opposing team and stuff. Cooler hates on hell, which is for good reason. But I always like to look at an example like this. For those who watch and play X-Men, watch X-Men, read the comics, Emma Frost. Emma Frost was a very hated member of the X-Men before she became one of the X-Men. Now, at the time, I look at Angel. Angel is the bad girl who slowly got to earn her way into the good grace of the good guys.
I've never seen it that way.
The way I see it, I like that team, or the idea of that team, because you can have a reluctant team. Like,
you can.
There's been that trope before of like, we don't like each other, but we just gonna work together to make this shit work, you know.
Us wrestling fans.
But I feel like they have no actual reason to be together. Even like, sure that they could just say like put them on a team with like Hyder and Hires and on hell, but like it would make
cool because something happened to Maximum.
But
here's your story.
But at the same time,
what happened to him if he's gone. I want to know what happened to him if he's actually gone. I want to know.
But in all honesty, I feel like On Hell has better things to do. She was on Team Mexico, and I feel like with the whole Team Mexico thing, she could, like Chris said, join the Team GAW kind of thing, or like the corporation.
Who you put On Hell with now? Because the two partners from the last game are now with Antonov.
Yeah, I would say. Wait.
Let me interject right quick. But well, Siren has more. Go ahead, because I got a little something to add. But go ahead.
I have something to answer that question. What if he grabs more kind of wrestlers that have been popular in the past but have not had like enough of a spot or been with a company, like say Raiden and the Red Dragon. I mean, I guess the Red Dragon's with a company, but at the same time, it's also the GAW stage. So I feel like it would kind of work. We know he's in there because
with right story. I agree with that. But On Hell has no history with those characters. Compared to Cool and K-Dash, she has history with those two. Right, it's history we don't like, but she has history, so it's more believable. You can sell me, even let's say I hated On Hell, I was the biggest Maximum stand. you can sell me the idea that Angel's gonna work with Cash and Cooler under these circumstances versus Angel's pairing with 2 other miscellaneous wrestler characters and Ryder and Red Dragon. Okay.
They did that literally in the last game.
What's up, dude? I'm
And
just
it's
saying, hey,
explain
people,
to
Jack,
what-
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm just saying, hey, people, this is one person. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
like, so, in KOF 14, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the team that, Sylvie and, Chris, what was the character that you made? She had the fans and the, like, the
Neon.
indie gimmick.
Oh my
Neon.
god, you played me.
Okay, so Neon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure neither one of them knew who the fuck Kukri was. He just kind of, what's up?
These
Well,
were
yeah.
all people that were. These were. I always likened the official invitation team.
That Anton made together as a team.
Basically,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like he basically
Why not do it
talent
again?
scouted them. He basically talent scouted them, but here's the thing: is like now, Siren did a good job bridging the gap there because he was like, why not do it again? And he has a wrestling company, so that's more of an incentive. But let me throw this in here. Now, Larry basically put one half of what I think with this because I like odd couple teams in because if you do it right, it can be entertaining. Like that could be some of the more entertaining stuff that you can have because there's not that many reluctant teams. As far as what I'm looking at right now, maybe there might be others. Now this whole thing because people all go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say Blue Mary got UGM, Billy Kane are reluctant teams.
Yeah, but
that
she was hired
that
by,
was a-
like,
that was a one
they
and
were
done.
hired by
She turned
Geese.
face. Yeah, she turned face afterwards because she found out Geese was part of the mafia. No, he isn't. He's the Howard connection thing.
And also
But-
God of Billy and Yamazaki as well. Another reluctant team came out in 2003. And only
Right.
the God of fought with Billy and Yamazaki because Geese was threatening to kill Hataru if he didn't work with Billy and Yamazaki.
God, Geese. Leave Hataru alone.
Hotaru. All right, but like going on, like I said, if you do an odd couple team, like I said, they could stand out. It could be entertaining if you do that. Like I said, you know, Onyx and I are like probably the two still like hardcore wrestling fans amongst this panel here. We see this all the time. Like we just see it now with RK Bro now. We've seen that. Now look what they've morphed into. One of the best things about the show that they're on. Now, with that being said,
I mean,
people
even-
talk about this
sorry.
whole thing about them hating each other and all that. You know who else hates each other? Kyo and Iori hate each other.
Yeah,
Now,
but they
the
have, like,
difference there is-
they have-
hold on. I'm getting there. At the same time, at least from my view, they have a mediator in Chizuru. Now you take that and you switch it into this team with K-Dash, Kula, and Angel. Who is the mediator here? Because I don't think it's K-Dash.
Heiner's
Okay.
the mediator. Heiner's telling Cooler and K-Dash, look, I understand y'all got a problem with this bit, but right now y'all need a work because Maximus out of commission and I got Whip on my team. I still believe Heiner got Whip on his side.
Then why not send, like...
I never thought about that.
I can think
See,
of...
I was thinking about just in terms of like the teams, but then you went out the box on me. All right.
I can
Rebuttal,
think
Siren.
of an even better character to stick with them that fans have been wanting for a longer time, which would be Adelheid, because Adelheid and Hydern have had a connection in 13. I feel like Adelheid, being the son of Rugal, might have a ton of information. And considering Rugal was associated with Orochi, and Verse, in a way, has some kind of association
That's
with
true,
Orochi.
but that
since
Out of
he
Hell
was-
belongs with Heiner and Whip as the final member of Heiner's team. When they put Out of Hell with K-Dash and Cooler, I'll put Out of Hell with Whip and Heiner.
Even then, there's more. Even if you look at like the ending of KOF 14, literally in their squad is some of the Metal Slug characters. Why not slap some of those guys in there? They've been wanted for a longer time. I'm just saying. There's just a
Yeah,
lot
no,
of.
you're not wrong, because I have a friend of mine, I have a couple of friends who want to see Theo in the mainline KOF game. And they get into
Kid in the chat, the Kyo Iori hatred's one-sided because Kyo doesn't really give a crap. It's Iori. Iori, like, this mess is almost about as long enduring
The other
as the
thing-
Shira Ryu Lin Kuei rivalry, and that got squashed recently.
Oh, the other thing with that whole thing is they have a divine job. It is like their divine duty to stop Orochi or stuff like that. That is their job. So they can't really argue too much over it because, you know...
Let's also remember, Vice and Mature still manipulate Iori even in the background, trying to keep Iori on the Awaki side. So Iori's always in that conflict. Do I embrace Awaki? Or do I go help Kyo and Chesla as I'm supposed to with my clan's duty and stop Awaki every time?
I guess.
We haven't seen him yet,
Iori's
have
the same
we?
man who fights alongside Awaki character. So it's very conflicting.
Well,
He's not exactly loyal to that core.
I can also explain that one as well, because in 13, Chizuru and Iori were kind of out of commission with their powers, so they couldn't team up. In 14, there wasn't really a big Orochi problem at hand, or not one that they could immediately sense, so they don't have any reason to team up there. And then now,
And then why does Iori continue working alongside with Bison Mature, knowing what he knows about them?
why not? Who else is going to team up with him?
Yeah, he beats up his teammates, we know that, but, you know, that's the same thing. Because Bison Mature is what's comfortable to him. And as part of him, I believe he loves that Awaki shit. It's his source of power, his source of the purple flames.
I mean, I can think of one person who might team up with him, but they're not even... I think that's a person that's only been hinted at, and we don't even know what they would look
And
like.
he has
or-
a non-canon team too, but I'm not sure that series counts, and I'll mention it. The only other two teammates that work with Iori would be Miyu and Jun, and I'm pretty sure no one here knows who those two are.
Not a clue. Is it like some maximum
I thought
impact
so.
shit?
I thought, so that's why I left my team.
Kid in the chat, Iori teamed up with Kyo in KOF 11. There was no reason for that. They had Shingo with them, didn't they?
Yeah.
He did.
Because Chizuru was out of commission.
Because people are looking a little too much at who doesn't like each other. Because think about it. If you can put somebody there to be the mediator, and I never thought about it until Onyx did it, because I was looking about in terms of the team, like just who was there, like between like Kate, like at least for me, I was looking at it, K-Dash, Kula, and freaking Angel. Who was the mediator there? It's like there isn't one, but then Onyx makes the big brain play like freaking Hyder, and it's like, think about it. I mean, if K-Dash is anti as he is, if he's going to listen to somebody, it'll be him. I mean, that's Sister's boss for his eyes. So,
Exactly. Because Rip going to be like,
but let me ask you this though: where does Hyder go? In that case, then, if Angel is over there with Team K-Dash, where does he go? Where does Hyder go?
Some people are saying this new Isla girl, but I feel like that would just be kind of weird. I know she's a new
What? No,
character,
Isla.
but
Well,
like,
who?
It depends on. Well, it depends on her backstory. 'Cause like I said, she's fresh, new. We don't know that much about her. SNK is keeping tight-lipped about that. The only thing we know is
she's from South America. That's all we know.
basically.
That's funny. And they could pull that one. They could definitely pull that one. And Heinrich with Isla and there's another character. And what would be so funny is Heinrich, Isla, and Dolores. I think that'd be. No one would guess that one. That should just be hilarious. It ends up being Heinrich, Isla, and Dolores. Then we still got that whole 3 slots left. Who the fuck is that last team gonna be?
in all, you know,
That's gonna be the.
If it were
that's gonna
up
be
to
the
me-
swerve.
if it were up to me,
Hyder ain't gonna have to get his drip. Hyder ain't gonna have to get his drip up if he on the team with Dolores and Isla.
Exactly, Larry.
if it were
He's
up
definitely
to
gonna be the oddball of those 3.
if it were up to me,
Like,
the team K-Dash would be on, it would be like a team with Hyder and Autohade and K-Dash. It would just be like, I don't know, like a special ops team, since they all have kind of, you know, more abilities. With what's her face? Angel.
I
With
don't
Angel.
see Heiner be part of Team K-Dash, and that's then me. K-Dash has always been the leader of Team K-Dash. So Heiner, but every team Heiner's on, Heiner's the leader too. So that's conflicting in my opinion. So you can't have 2 leaders in one team.
I want to put this on the table. I want to put this on the table because I think, and they're not here yet. Shout out to Shuichi. Someone else entertained this, and I want to get y'all's thoughts about it. I really want to. So somebody entertained the possibility. Well, why am I saying somebody's right here? I'm sorry, kid. Shout out to the kid, by the way, and Jose. Glad to see y'all again.
Hey Jose.
The kid in the chat says, I don't think Hydron is playable. I think SNK may be throwing us off. He might be just in story, but not necessarily playable. Now, I talked to Larry about this.
I don't think that. I disagree with that. We saw Heiner's model.
But, okay, like, pump your brakes right there. I know freaking Onyx is ready for that one.
I
Now,
mean,
I will say this.
With that logic, we saw Chronicles model in MK11, but she wasn't playable.
Why did we?
That's true, but look at
Because I was gonna say.
Kombat.
Because I was gonna say.
Model best for them not to use it. That's some shit that Ed Boon Company's gonna do. SK ain't got the resources to do that.
I was gonna say, like, cause I talked to him about this yesterday. So, first of all, it is very, very. It's a good. I mean, it's a very. It holds water talking about it's a different company. Absolutely. But I will put into account that we did recently have a game, recently, mind you, that did have a key character in the story that is not on the main roster yet, and that's Happy Chaos in Strive.
Oh, Happy Chaos.
Now, I will say this. Now, I think Shuichi was the one that had a variation. Shout out to Shuichi. Love Shuichi. But it was a variation of what the kid just said. Shuichi thinks that he's not on the main roster. Shuichi thinks, if I have it correctly, I should have brought it up just to make sure I don't like get his words mixed up. He thinks that Hydern is amongst one of those trios of DLC. And he's gonna be like a day one, or he might be like, as I said earlier, like with the Happy Chaos. We're gonna see him in the story. He's obviously important. He's a leader, but he's not gonna be on the main roster.
30 Hyders among the 39 playable characters that we start off with.
That's what I think they were getting at.
What a scam.
So they're gonna pull what they did with Soul Calibur 6 with Tira.
As in.
It's true.
She was day
but
one
Tira was a
DLC.
pre-order bonus that you did get Tira.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So
I think
Don't do
I
that
think
to my
Android
main.
21 was day one DLC too.
That again?
Yeah, she was. I said I think Android 21 was day one DLC as well.
Well,
Dragon Ball
Android 21 was also an unlockable that you could play if you could take some time out and not want to drop $500.
Yeah,
I don't think
They
you
had
had
three
it
of
for
those
T-Rex.
in that game.
In Mortal Kombat
They had
11,
three of those because it was her,
it's free. You play
Blue
story mode.
Goku, and Blue Vegeta.
So
That was
yeah, you're
like-
right.
I was like, nah, let me just go through this arcade real quick and get these two dudes.
So let me put this out here right quick. Why I keep entertaining the idea when it comes to Dolores not being with Isla, and we're going to get to Isla very soon, very very soon.
Please,
Well,
please.
you know what? You know what? I'll save it. Remind me when we get to Isla. I'll save it. I
Hey,
will save
Chris,
it.
Okay.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Did
Go
you
ahead.
ever, actually, I don't think Onyx is, I don't know if Onyx is subscribed to me, but, I don't know if you saw my video on, like, team predictions, but I had
I'm not subscribed, but I'll gladly do it. Just send me your YouTube channel on Instagram. I'm not subscribed to currently, though. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I had this, it was a real, I had theories, right, for who could be the potential partners of some of these characters. I could put it in the group chat if you all want to check it out later, but I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for this one, but my
Go
idea,
ahead. Say it.
my
Say
idea
it.
for who could be on Isla's team is Sokaku because of the Phantom fighting style. Because Sokaku fights with like kind of like stands kind of looking things, and he could have potentially taught her how to use some of her powers, kind of like how Tong taught Shunei. Yeah.
Who said Islam? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. It was so fast.
He's talking about Sokaku from Fatal Fury.
Oh, the guy with the staff.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, okay. Interesting theory.
I know it doesn't hold tons of water, but like, damn.
No, because it's wishful thinking on you. Like, you mentioned him a boatload of times throughout these many episodes.
I
know this ain't you predicting. This is wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking. It's like me wishing Serena's come back. It's wishful thinking at this point.
It is.
Yes,
Oh man, matter of fact, you know, what was really wishful thinking. Me hoping that we have Maximum Impact team.
What's up,
finally
Damon?
represented in the mainline KOF games. That's not going to happen though.
No, do not, like, because I kind of feel like we're going to see some very funny stuff with this DLC, so I wouldn't... Just keep your eyes peeled. That's all I got to say. I wouldn't take it totally off the table. I feel like we're going to see some very funny stuff for DLC. It's highly...
My other prediction for her teammate was Shen, but I'm like...
Shenwu?
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know, they have similar personalities and they have kind of a similar outfit.
I think Shenwu...
I mean, they both got, like,
Ash.
cocky and dickhead. I get
Fair
that.
enough.
They do. But that's kind of an ass pull, in my opinion. But I'm not going to rule it out. Because I'm not the type of person that bash on idea just because I don't see it. someone else could see something.
Oh no! It's a total ass pool. Don't worry. I was like, I looked at him. I'm like,
yeah.
No, I took a look at her and I'm like, I kind of see Shen, and I'm like, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of all I have, other than she's cocky like Shen.
I mean, do we know she's cocky? Like, we just.
You don't see her personality when she talks to Lotus in that preview. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
her definitely dickish.
I mean, well, there's some prickishness there. Yeah, I'll say that. Because at first I just didn't know, like, I mean, I just wanted to see something else, and I know they're gonna keep everything under wraps because you only get so much with her directly interacting with just Shune. I think we kind of sort of get the crux of that story by now. We get the crux of that story by now. Matter of fact, a lot of you over here freaking saw it then, because y'all always talk about it is practically tradition that in the second game in a KOF arc, the Deuteragonist is about. We skipped straight to this a little bit. But then again, we talked about... No, we didn't. We talked about Kukri, we talked about Ash. Okay.
We didn't really finish Ash, because we were talking about who Ash would be, and then we went back on the unheld track.
Because he didn't like the team. He didn't like the team.
I knew
what he was gonna say. I knew exactly what he was gonna say. But he mentioned Shen. Shen is a little too close to Ash, far as like just. I mean.
Yeah, if you're gonna bring Shen back, you gotta bring Shen back Ash. But even to me, it's not that.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that the whole thing is we don't even know if he got the memories back of Ash, and even then, if he does, he was betrayed by Ash.
But those are his boys. Duolan and Shen are his boys, and they didn't really forget them.
I guess,
now,
but like...
Ash tried to have Oswald kill Shenwu. That's something hard to get past.
Yeah.
Ash literally had hired Oswald to kill Shenwu. See, Duolan just meant to do his own thing. Ash never betrayed Duolan so much. Duolan just felt like he was wasting his time with Ash. So Duolan just meant to do his own thing, because he still wants to hunt down Wan. But with Shenwu was Ash's wild die until he hired fucking Oswald to try to take the motherfucker out.
Yeah.
Damon in the chat says, have you heard the theories that Kukri, Dolores, and Xanadu are all sort of connected in some sort of way to each other due to the patterns of their outfits? I saw a picture of this.
Yeah, I've heard
like
about this one. I wouldn't put it past it, but at the same time, I don't know. It's very well possible.
It's a theory that I personally do believe that some weight into it. To merit into it. I do believe in that theory, though.
Oh man, if Xanadu gets revealed,
They better if Xanadu gets revealed, they better give it like they should.
Hold up, wait a minute. Keep going. My bad.
So if Xanadu gets revealed, oh sorry,
if Xanadu gets revealed.
Yo, if Xanadu gets revealed, I'm getting my Bible out. I'm finna write down his scriptures, these wise words from this wise man. Cause me and Lotus were going over. He was showing me some of his like win quotes and shit, and they're just they start the sound.
Do I have to go back and find the Bible of Xanadu right now?
Like,
oh God, please no.
I'm gonna do it right now.
No, like, cause.
But I know that if Xanadu does come back, Twitter's gonna be a shitstorm that day. He's like, why the fuck this guy?
Look,
he gonna
get a whole glow up. He gonna come back with a fro and like.
Oh no!
Like he gonna have the freshest fade you've ever seen.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I'm sorry, I tried to show over the mic. I didn't want to blow everybody up.
Yeah, out here with an afro.
Damon, stop. The best that's gonna be like Abigail from Street Fighter. Cause I remember that.
Oh no.
I remember that. That was bad.
No.
That was bad.
No.
Abigail revealing Evo. That was bad. That was awful.
Yeah. Look, he's gonna come back and he's gonna be like those fucking memes with I don't know what you would call the memes, but they have the fucking hat on and the sunglasses, and they're like, "What you're not gonna do, my brother, is create this problematic material complaining about these teams and KOF that are problematic. You gotta open your third eye, my brother."
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's Xanadu because I play Xanadu. I play for fun mostly, but And Xanadu comes back.
Lotus played him for fun.
And I think people gonna complain.
Oh,
he
yeah.
took the spot of that character. He took the
Oh,
spot
yeah.
of that character. I'm just some bullshit.
Look.
Oh my
yeah.
god! I just had the word,
What's the
the
one move?
the
What's
most
the one move
cursed
that you use?
like
What's
image
the
in my
one-
head.
Hold on. Larry, what you saying? What you asking?
I was like, what's the one move you used to fucking like die laughing at? He's like he's looking for his glasses or some shit on the ground, and it's like a hit.
That's his low punch move. The one he like knocks you down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, I'm just I had an idea because I'm thinking about like how they could redesign his like outfit, and I'm like, what if they put him in a thong? It would be awful, but at the same time
is the
it'd be
matter
fucking
with you?
hilarious.
What is the matter with you?
Good night. Like, so look, say what you will about Xanadu.
They about to.
Say what you will about Xanadu, but who else in fighting games? Who else in fighting games can beat your ass and then talk to God afterwards? Like,
Oh, the level 3. He talking about the level 3.
I thought that shit. I died when I first saw that shit.
I was wondering,
Beat your
what is
ass
he
and then it's
doing?
like,
What is he doing? Like,
Crack.
Super. It's
He
hilarious. But I love
freaking-
the move when he runs up to you and cleaves like a baby, and this before he closes your skin on you.
man.
That
man's
move,
like,
man.
I'm surprised. Like the EX version of that freaking command grab, like didn't become a meme. Like have him like looking all googly eyed at like all the chicks in the game or whatever. Be like, this is what you creeps look like when you try talking to us, and y'all be freaking creepy and all.
We can make it, Chris. We can make it, Lotus. We can make it. We can start
Oh my
Xanadu
God,
games right
man.
now.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, you didn't kill my chat, Siren. Thanks a lot.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh
You didn't kill my
boy.
chat.
Said
Why
they
you
heard
ever
it
do-
said, Xanadu, dog, I'm out of here. I don't want
Straight up, that man right there. I'm gonna be like, man, I can't talk to Siren no more. Man, that man an agent. That man is an agent.
See,
He's an
Chris's
agent.
views
That's
were like,
okay.
like, maybe like about 10, 15. They dropped like the two, they heard the thong and Xanadu together.
He's gonna get like a Cody level of character development. He gonna come back. He gonna have on like a suit. He gonna be like the CEO of a company. Like
Oh
The
my
kid in the
God.
chat says, I don't know what SNK were going through when they created it.
They were
Someone
high,
just
kid. They were high. Some good
they
drugs.
took
Going
the
through
they
a
took
high-
all of the
it was
drugs.
good.
They said
they took some acid.
Jose,
And
I will tell you,
I guess they were high when they wrote his quotes too. 'cause
Damon, kid, tell Jose in the chat what happened, because I'm not going to repeat it out loud.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to prevent Siren from repeating it out loud, because I'm not
All right, I will
Yeah,
say
go.
it.
Yes. I don't know, like, what were you going through when you thought that up?
I was like, okay, redesign outfits. Okay.
Why did you go straight there?
They came for that though. Like, oh,
Like, for real.
I-
What you been dreaming about, son?
I'm just like,
I've
okay,
been watching
what
that
would
double
be?
XL stuff, that
what would-
freaking Xanadu XL.
Oh my god. No, I was thinking, okay, what would be? I thought Afro, and I'm like, that would be something really ridiculous. What could be even more ridiculous? I thought about it, and I'm like, oh no. It just my mind kind of just magnetized towards it. It's probably from all those really cursed images on like that.
you
Like
probably
those
think of
cursed-
Borat, y'all.
I knew it.
Been on
Like,
the wrong
I
side
knew
of
it.
the internet.
You know what? Since you did that, Siren, you're gonna be treated to the scriptures of Xanadu there. Since you want to freaking go wild with your ideas,
Boy,
man. Going wild is another behavior.
Oh,
Breaking
no.
atomic bonds with a small amount of power
Oh no.
doesn't work.
Oh no.
Drown in a sea of imaginary numbers. You must elevate your thinking. A repetition dividing and combining. Be aware that your will and your instincts are all conditioned responses.
Am I gonna
Time
die?
solves inexperience, and space solves time. Let me tell you with your sound waves that your speed is effectively equal to 0. That was directed at Andy.
Watch how
His
like
only normal
10, watch how like
is when he
10,
beats
20
mine.
years from now. Watch how like 10, 20 years from now.
When
we
he
gonna
beats Maya, you
find out
said-
that Xanadu.
He has a win quote. It's so simple. It's not even nothing crazy when he beats mine. He's like,
It
oh,
might-
hey, beautiful woman, let's go out for a cup of coffee. That's it.
But like, watch 10, 20
I wouldn't
years
drink
from
that
now,
coffee, man.
we
I don't know
fucking,
what's in it.
That coffee laced with something not right,
find out
man.
Xanadu's quotes are like actual fucking knowledge. We find out Xanadu's quotes was like the key to the universe, the mystery of life and shit. But we just
Like he says to Sylvie, look upon our hair. It lies in chaos from your static electricity.
what hair?
That's some real shit. He just said.
Sylvie. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. He said our. I'm about to say Sylvie does have hair, but he said our hair. So yeah.
Oh
you're
yeah,
right.
I know. His chin hair.
You remind me. Yeah, you're right. Yep, there you go. Because I don't know if Larry remembers this, but because he asked me one day, he was like, "Who do you want to see be a guest character in Guilty Gear Strive?" And I don't know what was wrong with me that day, but I'm like, "Who is Xanadu in there? Xanadu in there?" And then so we remembered. Everybody here probably knows about the mess that Faust does, like where he command grabs you and gives you an afro. So I'm like, wait a minute, hang on.
Wait a minute.
What color would Xanadu's afro be? Would it be blue like the beard?
Oh boy. Yep.
Look, to
was turned into somebody.
to erase these thoughts of Xanadu and a One Piece swimsuit out of my head, can we please talk about Orange Inkling?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about.
Oh, I get what you mean, because like Orange Cassidy and Inkling there. Yeah, I know y'all been waiting for this. It's a law, so it's real. I know Jose in the chat says he didn't like the name Isla, and he's still gonna call her Jet Set Chick. I mean, hey.
Oh lord. I like Isla. It's a cute name.
Like I said, I thought.
Splatoon.
Like I said, I thought it's pretty too, but at the same time, I would imagine that a fighting game character named Isla would be kind of more like Karin Kanzuki, like very noble, like very classy, but snobbish and everything. Like I wouldn't expect Isla to be like a kind of a street cat, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. When I saw it, I thought
it's
the
cute.
complete opposite when I heard the name Isla.
It's not why I expected SK to name a character, because it does sound very simple. But you know, I'm cool with Isla. She looks more like a Tracy though to me, like a Tracy Trixie. But you know, Isla works.
Trixie.
Yeah, cause like I will continue to call her Inkling.
Looks more like a Mona.
I mean, she over there spraying the paint and everything. Like there's paint involved with her, so.
Yep. Her paint's a good anti-air too from a video I watched today too.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Round table. What y'all think about Isla? Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Siren.
Okay. I think she's pretty neat. I remember I was watching Chris's video and I'm like, okay, I know he doesn't watch JoJo's, but I remember you compared the hand in the pocket thing to what's his face?
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. And I'm like, that seems more like a Jotaro thing. I look at it and like the hand in the pocket, especially while these purple hands is beating someone's ass, it's more of like a Jotaro thing more than anything.
That's a Jerome question. I don't watch JoJo's. I don't watch JoJo's like that.
That's a JoJo's thing in general. Like,
Especially
JoJo's.
For frame of reference, that portion of JoJo's is literally fighting Ghost, and that's pretty much what fucking Isla has. Like when I saw that she had her hands in her pocket, and the hands are just whooping your ass. It was like, yep, I'm picking this up. She going on the team. She on the roster. She getting paid starting now.
And you signed her contract. That's all. Like you're signed. It's until Larry's team.
It's like you get a paycheck in advance. You get your first paycheck in advance. Come on over.
We're all gonna, I think, on release day.
Like, you didn't compare it to the JoJo's character. You didn't compare it to a character from a show you don't watch. Of course I'm not.
If Larry's available, I think
I only know 2 freaking JoJo's characters. 3 technically because of the main guy, and 4 because of the Shune video, which is coming. There you go. There y'all go.
So I do like the parallel you brought up that one time, Chris, about you said Shune was the 4th protagonist of KOL, and that Josuke Part 4 JoJo, he's the 4th protagonist of that series. And as far as rivals in JoJo's, so technically he had like 2 rivals. One was more of an ally, and the other one was the actual villain. So obviously, you see, Isla has like way more of an edge factor, more of a cool factor than Shune.
And we drew this up because I know Onyxe was talking about this there, because I don't know if anybody here is, but I know Larry didn't like it. I didn't like it. Onyxe didn't really like it. I don't know about Siren, but they messed up not just, you know, I understand I always talk about I want characters to have new moves in this game, like, but Shune's old level 3 was better. This new mess, it ain't doing like.
I love the start of his new climax, but when the
so
actual
good.
execution is shit. The actual execution is dog shit. But the
Yeah,
start,
it
I love
starts
the way
off.
he
It starts off with some energy, and then it just falls off. But
He does like Rock's power dunk, but with less.
Power don't like it hurt.
His
Yeah,
EX one looks like it hurt.
It's like, the person who, it's like two people made that climax in shooting. Like, it's
This
the person
man
who
let
started
you
off.
drop from the sky. He let you drop the freaking barrier, dude.
Exactly.
Like,
Like,
for
to
real.
me, shooting super was not. It's like it feels incomplete. Like it's what they should do. At the start,
just
shooting
like
not
this trailer
shooting
was
in the air.
incomplete.
They take both his fists, punch you a couple times, then they make like an energy ball to finish off the attack with both his fists. That's how his climax should be now. But it does. Knocks you in the air, one punch, another punch to the ground. Like, wow. That's on Street Fighter 5 Falky super shit. That's a terrible, boring fucking critical. I love Falky, but that shit is boring.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Because I love that character too. Like, and it's amazing because somebody, I forgot who, had mentioned that Falk has like simultaneously the best and the worst thing in that game. Then she has the best song but the worst super. Larry, what you got?
Fucking shit, slap. But how
Yeah.
it's ass.
Yeah, Larry, what you got?
Yeah, I was pulling the parallels. He sounded like Don for a second.
Our friend
but-
Don.
So I was pulling the parallel between like Josuke's villain and Isla, in the sense like in part 4 of JoJo's, his villain was this dude named Yoshikage Kira, and dude was a serial killer, yada yada, and he had the same shit. He had to stand, comes out, beats people's ass, and he, you know,
Starts
puts a little
exploding.
effort in on his part. But that was his gimmick. Anything that he touches, he can blow it up. Anything he touches, it turns into a bomb.
No lavender jump.
So-
Jack, go ahead.
But yeah, I did like where even though Isla is using like spray paint, there's still like that explosion factor, especially in her climax, where she
Yeah.
like kicks the spray cans at you and it's like a big like paint explosion.
So maybe,
Yeah.
maybe I'm
Also-
picky, guys. But does anyone find Issa's climax underwhelming? Like it's not, like some things about
That
it.
one,
It's very.
That one's actually decent, but it could have used a little something else because, I mean, it's just like the thought of dive kicking with spray cans under your feet, especially seeing this summon stuff, is cool, but like, I did want a little something else more, but I mean, at the
Better
end
than
of the day,
Shootings, but it's still not great.
Yeah,
I'm
Isla's
trying not to say
Isla's is
trying
top tier
not to
because
say
like,
that. I'm trying not
she
to
likes, because not only does she do the fucking dive kick with the spray cans, but the hands rocket you towards the fucking kick.
That's another thing I like about it. Like, it was stylish, like, you know, because she's doing all this stuff with the hands and everything, and all of a sudden the super is
She's a
like,
graffiti artist. She gotta be stylish.
it's like, bruh, man. But it could have used a little something else, though.
It's missing something.
What I could've- what I really- this-
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll do like the one thing that this might be a stupid idea, but like the way they kept putting like, and you know what I'm talking about, Onyx then, but when they put the freaking new logo NXT colors all over the screen, like where it's just spray paint all over the freaking screen, why couldn't like the super, like you do a dive kick, and once she makes impact, paint splatters on the screen, and then from out of nowhere, you know, it's getting rubbed off, and there she is, and then she's just basically posing in the camera and stuff. Then because apparently she's cocky, you know what I'm saying?
A
So
raging demon with pain. I don't know.
a raging paint demon.
I told you with Isla, I was gonna say this.
I just thought of something. Like imagine that. My bad. Just imagine
go
that.
ahead, go
Like,
ahead.
imagine that. Like, you know, imagine like that was what it was. Like Isla doing like the freaking raging demon, that's like with the leg up, and then she just
No.
takes both freaking spray cans up.
No,
My thing was
better
like
idea.
Isla is the
Look,
top of the dome where
do-
I'm climbing to bed.
Do
Go ahead, Larry.
do a raging. Oh, sorry. Do a raging demon, right? But she does the Jigglypuff shit. Like she draws on your fucking face, and then you just like not, and it just like cuts to what she drew, and you're knocked out on the ground with shit on your face.
You know, someone would mod it, and it would just be a giant, like, drawn dong on, like, someone's face.
You see, you
talking about modding.
dude in a speedo. Now you're
Oh,
talking about drawing phalluses on people's faces.
That man got scientific with it. He said,
Damn. Okay.
By
I'm
the
just
way,
saying,
well-
it's what everyone's gonna draw on someone's face, man.
I thought I was drawing Iori's face, but it would be funny. Issa does do that. She like, does like a different design on each character.
She gonna do the NWO mess. She gonna do the NWO mess when they was spray paint people. I was laughing when Larry was explaining because he said, like, it's just the first sentence of it. The kid in the chat said, Shune's climax is definitely an anti-climax.
Damn!
That's
got
a,
him.
that's a knee slapper right there.
I'm trying not to freaking pick on the dude. I know Shuichi's not here, but I'm trying not to pick on Shune. I'm trying not to pick on Shune. I'm trying not
It's
to.
all, it's alright.
I feel like this story, I feel like is gonna freaking do him justice. I feel like it is. I feel like I'm gonna really be a big Shune. I feel like he. I mean, I don't know about maining him, but like I feel like at least after this story, I feel like I'm like, okay, he's actually not that bad. Like, you know, kind of like Ash Crimson was. Like, I hope it is, because Ash, even though that was different because there was a method to Ash's madness, but it's like.
It was really good start to finish. Yeah, and in Childhood 3, it was kind of like, what the fuck this guy's doing? But when you now see it all played out, I think the Ash saga is my favorite KF saga, quite honestly.
I like it quite a bit as well. I like the
I mean-
characters from the Ash Saga the most.
I couldn't pick.
I
Almost
would
every
have to
era.
order for me. It would be the Ash Saga, the Ness Saga, the regular Owaki Saga, and then Shune Saga, whatever's going on there. But the Ash Saga was top tier. What's everyone said and done, it was a top tier saga.
Evan agrees with you, Onyx. I thought Siren was gonna talk about how I said that freaking Isla was better than every freaking 14 newcomer combined. And I'm like, yeah, that includes my favorites too. But like, think about it. You gotta do it.
She's close. I feel like, this not me speaking. I feel like Hines. I'll say Hines better than Isla in my opinion. I think Cup is still better design. You know, I don't, and I would say, you know, what other newcomer I would say I like. I feel like more like the Isla. I'm trying to be
No, I said combine them. You gotta put even the bad ones in there. You gotta take your. I'll put it on this. Onyx. I'll put it like. Remember, I said combine. Now here's what you do then. Like, get a full, like, get your from 1 to 10 or whatever. Then put your rating for freaking Isla on one side there, and like tally up all the newcomers, and like you gotta count everybody. Everybody.
Someone I don't
Everybody.
like. Everybody.
Everybody.
Luong is a top tier design.
You know, I agree
like
with that.
Nelson, but Nelson's a great design overall.
I know
Hines
you
is a
agree with
great
Chris.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Man.
I ain't even
Hines
talking
is
about. You got Siren talking to this. I ain't even made one joke about the freaking Luong Super Sense thing. You talking like you trying to get me to not get us freaking get trouble. We're talking about free coke, crackhead coke leaders and stuff, and freaking.
In Speedo.
Listen, man, my favorite character.
You've been smoking that Vince McMahon, man. What you been doing?
Honestly, the only, in my opinion, the
He
only
had a-
shitty newcomers that you like 14 was Banderas. There was
I don't know if I told
too much.
I don't know if I told you, but like Larry can tell you, like, you know, down where we like down here, where like I mean he's in Korea right now because he's military, but down here, Banderas had quite a following. Like people love the heck out of him, but it's a lot of Naruto people. It was a lot of Naruto people. So there you go.
Didn't
Okay, it must be like 4 months.
man.
He liked Riff Raff, as you call him. He liked him.
Oh yeah.
I
Like
would
Riff Raff,
like.
Master Roshi. He liked him and the two old dudes, like Chang, not Chang, but Chin and freaking the real Master Roshi. Well, the
my
real
favorite-
fake Master Roshi. My bad.
My favorite from 14 is not exactly a popular pick, but I like.
We know.
Oh, here we go.
We know.
It's
They watched the show.
It's Gang Ill. I know. I like him. His moveset's fun. He's got like all the Kim and the other and Kim's son stuff. I don't know. I like him. I don't know what your all problem is with him, but like, come on, man.
I can't stand Gang Gap. Man, I see who
Look,
don't like
man.
Zarina.
Look,
I love
man.
Zarina, but
He
people
gonna-
don't like Zarina. That's
He,
okay.
he gonna have to get hit for some shit if he gonna come back. He gonna have to
I
put his
mean,
hands
I have
in his
to agree
pockets
with
and
you.
shit.
They need to give him more
Didn't you
stuff.
mention?
They
Well,
definitely need
since
to
you
give him
men-
more stuff, but yeah.
Well, they need to make, like I said, he does not feel like the sensei. Like I said, take that game, show it to somebody that has not even looked at, like, well, I can't say a lick of KOF because some of them probably play stuff where there's Terry in it or Mai or whatever.
Before we go, wait, but give me a
But,
second,
like,
quick. Give me a
okay.
second. Before we go in on Gangale, I want to say about that. I do like that Gangale is not what we expect as Kim's master. He's not another strict, sturdy kind of man. He's more like a flirt, a man whore. I don't like his execution.
up, Johnny?
I do like that he's not up Kim 2.0.
Yeah.
You say you're glad he's not up. Like, say it again, the last part.
Like he's not like justice. Like no, how Kim is very like one note.
I
Kim's
mean,
very
his,
stern and strict. He really is. Gangale's personality is fine. I do like that he's a man whore. I do like he's got more of like sense. I just don't like the overall character. I'm glad he's not just another version of Kim. Her personality, that'd be really bad.
I mean, I can't hate that too much because he brought in one of my favorite freaking KOF characters. So I mean, that's just that. But it's just like, show this game to somebody who doesn't know as much about the series that we do. Show them that team, and then you just tell them, hey, there's a sensei here. There's the top dog here. Who do you think that is? He doesn't feel like it. Like, let them just play. They don't look at anything online. You don't Google anything. You don't go on the SNK wiki. Just look at like how they are presented.
I think someone just look at Kim more.
Kim would be most times. I'm not gonna say all of it because you're gonna have that one person that has like the movie chops, as I call it, where it's like, you know, they're so into film, where it's like they can kind of pick some stuff out or whatnot, whether it be tropes or something. But it's like he didn't like stand out. Now he was meta apparently in the heyday.
He was
like
very good strong out tournament.
he was meta in tournaments. He was a very popular point character, which I could get because like his reversals very simple. It did a lot of damage, and it's like you thought twice about even continuing to rush him. So it's like there's that. But the funny thing about it was I had proposed changes for him where it's like he's like legit cocky with it. Then like, you know, he's doing flick, like he's doing like all of Kim's moves, but he is doing it like, I'm breathing, man. I'm just breathing. Like,
I do like
imagine-
that
I think
idea.
the way someone looked at Kim and Gangale, because you look at Gangale's age gives the way that he's the master. It's
Well-
just the way he presents himself like the master.
well, you know, he could also be like the old dude that's trying to get his groove back.
I guess.
Like them older people that go in the gym or whatever. Then that's why, because I hear people talk about like, you know, people don't go in the gym like that. When you see older people getting in there, it's just them trying to get back in shape and get their groove back. You know what I'm saying?
Like if he comes
But
back,
honestly,
I personally feel like he needs a rework.
He
Like,
honestly,
yeah.
this what I want though, because I'm interested to see what happens with him, because we know he don't approve of Secret Agent Luong, and I brought this up in one of our past episodes, because I gave Siren a scenario. I'm not going to repeat everything about it, but he'll recognize it. If you take the best friend that you know, y'all since freaking toddlers, hanging out, all types of stuff, playing games together, taking trips and all that, all the stuff that besties do. And then one day, they leave you, and then somebody close to you that also knows them says, well, you see, they're not hanging out with you anymore because they've been a secret agent all their life. What would you think? Like I said, because they showed, like you can read on the website, he don't approve of Secret Agent Luong. He don't approve of it. Him nor Kim. So
Well, I don't know what they're going to do, because I feel like at the end of the day, Luong ain't attached to Gangale like that. Yeah, we were introduced to her as a scripper, but we know Gangale, he comes back to Korea, he's been always a new bitch around Kim. Luong just happened to be the latest chick he brought around him. However, he didn't know that this chick comes with a little bit extra. That she
Wait a
wants to
minute.
follow.
Oh god, I thought of another thing.
I think I just drank the mess that freaking whatever Siren had before because I thought about something very stupid.
I
What
thought
if that
about-
woman is? What if that woman is Isla?
That's what I was saying because of the kicks.
God, see, I told you. I freaking had
I'm
a
about to
drop of the
leave.
mess that he drank. I told you. I freaking told you. I told you.
Damn.
I
Okay.
freaking knew it. I freaking knew it.
And again, it's gonna look like nothing be normal at 16, 17 years old. So Gengo's fucking Isla. That nigga a pedo. I'm sorry.
I mean,
that nigga a pedo. He's banging Isla.
I mean, so is Robert though.
Hold up. Y'all watch the show then. This fool Siren right here, he had proposed that dude brings Mei Jinju back with him. Siren said that. I'm telling.
Yeah.
I'm snitching. I'm telling.
Siren, really?
I'm snitching.
Okay, I had said that more as a joke, but yes.
Oh my god.
You kept bringing that mess up every time I brought this mess up.
I mean, hey. Man, I can't even.
What is life? What is life?
But to his credit, I mean, at least I don't know what they do with time lapses, but hey, I don't know.
No, there's no way to make that possibly sound good.
Just no.
The
I hope you know that because you brought it up multiple times. I'm like, can you stop?
okay.
I was playing Melee one time when we were freaking playing 2002. He brought it up again. I'm like, kill my character, please. Get her off. I don't even want to look. I don't want to look.
I feel the same way. Oh my god.
And Gone Gil surely ain't freaking like, I don't know, cause I agree with what you call. He definitely ain't freaking linked up with Dolores. He definitely ain't.
No, he's not with Dolores.
No.
No, I'm
That's
not.
league, boy. That's
That's
like-
my finger.
No.
I'm trying to be like anything weird. I don't think Gango can pull a black woman. I'm sorry.
Damon, don't
He's
let that
pulling
ruin
a
you.
white chick or another Asian woman. He's not pulling a black woman.
Damon, I don't know too many other Melee freaking mains. Don't leave me, man. Don't worry about what Siren said. The nightmare's over.
Yeah, the nightmare's over, pal.
It's okay. You can rest now.
You made Jose swear in my chat. Like, look what you done. You an agent. You an agent, Siren. I'm calling right now. You an agent, man. You an agent, man. You an agent. You pulling the Luon right now. You trying to steal something. You like that freaking scenario somebody drew up on TV tropes where like freaking, what was that mess? Luong turns evil because Xanadu pretty much sent her there to ruin freaking Kim and Gongil's life. You doing?
You know how many times I heard that shit? People really had that thing that Xanadu and Noir thing.
Oh, that's even worse.
But I tried to think this came out 14. Honestly.
Well, no, it's not even worse.
This is a show full of very, very torturous images. It's
Yep.
like, I don't want to hear about Xanadu after what Siren said. I don't want to hear about it.
My side said it was actually straight up weird. I'm the gay guy here. That was just wow. Just wow.
Oh
Hey
my
man, I
God.
mean my humor's a little twisted. I'll say that now, but
A little. You got motherfuckers gouging their eyes out in the chat talking about saying to do a pseudo.
Damon in the chat, why would Kim not approve of Luon being an agent? Ain't that just a different form of justice and good? Apparently not, because look on the website. It's either Kim and Gongil don't approve, or Gongil himself. I think it's both.
He's both too, if I remember.
What I thought you were gonna ask.
Luong thing, by the way, too.
Ooh, that's right. So somebody got revised, so maybe it might not be. But on top of that, what you said, Damon, would also work because y'all saw how Kim was about them sticking with him. Man, he would love any excuse. He would love any excuse for them to like just be away from him, or whatever.
I was gonna
Remember,
say
like,
Shermie, but at the same time I'm like, no, Shermie wouldn't go for gang ill, surely.
I'm gonna start cutting you off when you start freaking mixing stuff up.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you messing up my characters again.
They
Like,
were
for real.
talking, but no, I'm just kidding. Oh
Messing
no.
up my characters and everything. Messing up my precious little Shermie. Then y'all about to get Suplex City to heaven and back, man.
Listen, man.
Suplex then. Suplex. And yes, what you said, not Shermie. Come on, man. Come on, man. Gongil will be in the hospital one day. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He
All
can't
because
handle
either that,
Sure,
all
he
because
could.
either that or she
Or
playing his
Gongil.
ass. Well, either that or she playing his ass win. That would be interesting.
But yeah, like think about it. Wouldn't that be very back to the actual point? Cause we gotta jump over 5 hurdles of freaking sirens twisted and whatever the heck this is.
It's
I don't know what it's
hentai
called.
fantasies.
I wouldn't buy that mess.
Oh god.
If I was the CEO of SMK, he put that mess out there, I would have freaking wiped this freaking account off.
I would do something way better than that. Listen, man.
I would have called him into the office, like, Siren, what the fuck is this? Put paper on this.
Would you please?
Sokaku is pretty much. Sokaku has every freaking KOF woman attracted to him. # Siren fanfics.
Okay, no, not Sokaku. Come on, man. Man. Come on.
No, he probably got a fucking fanfic somewhere. Kusari Gato from Samurai Shodown.
Who?
Oh no, the freaking cannibal, the cannibal.
Oh yes! Oh my god!
Oh no.
Did you realize? Do y'all know, like, when they did that freaking? Do y'all know when he did that fan poll for Samurai Shodown? He wasn't like. Think about like how many characters are in Samurai Shodown. It's at least a 2-figure number.
Oh my god.
Kusara Kato, Yokai Kusara Kato. I almost called him Yosuke by accident. That dude placed 10th out of like 50 or 60 characters. I'm like, are y'all mad?
They love that Japan loves that weird shit.
No, because whenever me and Lotus did the little what was it, like weirdest characters video, I had to take a breather for a minute. He showed me the tornado. I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Sitting here doing the text, I'm like, and all that shit. It's like, nope. I'm not narrating his shit. Give me somebody else.
And he eventually did it. Jose says at least Luong isn't working for the Pinkerton Detective Agency. What? I do want to know, because I like that trio. Like, that's another team I would totally play. Luong, Lumeri, and freaking Vanessa. I would play that. I want to know what's up, because that was like the legit first expectation shattering thing they put out there for me. Because like everything else, I mean, I've been reading and like really studying the lore because of the prediction videos. So it's like, I mean, I expected, you know, Team Orochi to come back. Like, come on, I mean, they're alive again. We got Ash back, he's alive again. Like, I don't think everybody that was released from him is gonna be on the roster. That would be a surprise. Freaking.
Vanessa, Luon, and Blue are definitely a shot. You know, I got spoiled by that team, and I didn't really care. I just didn't even believe it before, because someone showed me.
Me too.
I got spoiled by that team. I'm like, when I had like Luon on me, that's some bullshit. I really scratched off, because like, why would they put Luon doesn't even know Blue Mary Vanessa? Then when we see the official trailer for Vanessa come out, Team Secret Agent, and showing Luon in the middle of the two women, I'm like, really? This shit is legit? I was really blown away. Like, what this kind of relationship does Luon have with Blue Mary Vanessa? Like, okay, you know what? SK will explain it to me. That's why that's left it alone. That was a first shot expectation team right there.
Yep, and I mean, hey, it was still expectation shattering for me, but someone spoiled that mess for me then. And if you want a hint, it's the person that's been writing very bad fanfics tonight. Him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna roast you today, man. You
I went too far.
You went too.
Which is mean to me.
Yo,
it was more fun. I wasn't mad about it, but
I'm gonna send you a new grill and a spatula in the mail, Chris.
Why?
So you can cook his ass.
Wow. Why did I not see that? Oh god. Are you talking about me, Damon, when you say Chrysalid, or are you talking about Chrysalid? The actual Chrysalid is cool. But like, I don't know. Do you think we'll actually see all of the people from Verse released on the roster?
From the Verse saga?
Like everybody that got all the souls were released by Verse then.
If someone takes from capacity, yes, I do believe so, we will. But not know exactly when or who. But I think we will at some point. And also, the reason I want Chrysalid back to King of Fighters, I have a good subscriber of mine, he's a friend of mine too, his name is Big Tank. He's a big Chrysalid fan. Shout out to Big Tank. He definitely wants to see Chrysalid again, so I hope it does happen.
I guess he'll probably hate me then, since my freaking audience stuck his name on mine. So
listen, man, the only characters I really want to see that would make me like spin a chair, or let's see, Hataru, Freeman, Sokaku, and probably Takuma. There might be a small...
Xanadu and a thong?
Yes, not Xanadu with a thong. I tend to play older dudes, but I can't really do Xanadu, you know? That's
Oh.
just
Doing that.
He like
We're seeing
he
eye
like
to eye.
Siren
We're
like
seeing
Sugar
eye to
Daddies.
eye right now, Onyx. We're seeing eye to eye right now.
Sonic like sugar daddies on the low.
Yes. Shit.
Dang.
Kind of tough. At least he's got to adjust it.
Show him a little bit of good time. They give him a few stacks every month. Spend some time with him.
He really loves
Alright.
the sugar daddy. He just wants some good company. He doesn't want nothing else.
Yeah. All
Those are hard to
let's-
find though, Cyrus, just letting you know.
nah, it's all good.
Alright, we still got a little bit of time left then, but since most of y'all are here,
Okay,
and
wait,
there's the
hold
dog
on.
going wild over there, even he didn't like Siren's freaking fan.
Lotus.
But before we keep going, I gotta go ahead and get this out here. Since most of y'all are already in the chat there, let me check and see, because I keep forgetting you can look at participants. There's a few people here, but like, I'm gonna probably put it out there around there. So, before I forget, because we're having so much fun with this, there is gonna be a change to the Shattering. It depends on like which way that Onyxe and Siren want to go with it. Like, I got good news and I got bad news. Good news is those of you who love like the work that I make, a friend actually showed somebody my material and really wanted to do business, so I'm really scoring the gigs with the video editing gigs and all that. So, and of course with that comes bad news. This will be my final episode of The Shattering as a full-time member of the panel. I will be back every here and there or whatnot, but it might not be all the time. So I just want to make sure I got that across to y'all, because I didn't want to forget, because we're having a ball today. I laugh more than I.
As much fun as I'm having with you guys tonight, I can't be doing this myself too often as well. Personal
Yeah.
life's in the way, and also I'm gonna be taking more hours at my job. When my coworkers is getting a schedule change soon, who
Yeah.
might end up just be leaving the job altogether.
Yeah, so I think Siren and Onyx wanted this to be monthly, so it might be monthly up until 15's release thing, because I know that's when Siren wanted to cut it off. But I was just like, one thing I'm trying to be better at is just, same thing like when I stepped away for a while. You gotta know, like, I'm a hard worker. Everybody knows then, because every time they hit me up, it's like, you always editing something when we freaking call. What's up, man? You always editing or doing something. I'm a workaholic, but at the same time, I'm trying to get better at knowing my limits there and like taking my time. Now, with that being said, content will still be on the main channel. It just might be a little bit like, it might take a minute. So just knowing like Shattering might be a monthly thing. I think that's what they want to go for, especially seeing how Onyx is talking. So like I said, and that'll be cool because seeing that, the character pool is winding down, we might not get them, trailers as often as we used to, because it used to always be, we're here, we had a trailer this week, let's talk about it, and let's freaking into something else. So, having it monthly, more than likely we'll have a whole lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
as always, I will try to notify y'all when an episode is coming, as I did earlier, because unfortunately, regardless of how good or underrated y'all think I am not at the point where I have a community tab, so just trying to keep y'all in the swim. But just to make sure we got that announcement out there, because we're having so much fun, and I almost forgot, because I legit feel like I ran a mile because I've been laughing so much. It's like simultaneously like hilarious, and I'm like frustrated because like this man in his freaking fanfics, which I wish he would have just kept them on paper.
Hey, man.
I'm glad I don't play 14 like that much anymore, but I'll bet you if I see somebody else, I'm like, every time I see freaking Zeta do and he does that command grab, and I mean, think about it. Imagine like, take that mess he said and like, now imagine him command throwing you now. It's even creepier.
Yeah.
The man's forward throw is literally him like pushing you down like you're a log down the hill.
Oh,
God dang. But before I go on, you want to say something there?
Oh, I was asking at some point before we close this out, can we please talk about Melty Blood?
Sure, because now at this point, 3 of us have played it. I don't know about Siren.
I've never played a multi-blood
Worst-
game
The
in my
worst
life,
$50 I spent in a
so
long time.
I have no idea what to
Wait,
even
what?
expect.
Wait, what is
I do not like Milky Blood.
You don't like the new one?
Nope.
What happened?
I just did not vibe with the game too well.
I forgot about that.
I tried like, this is like the waste of my money. It's on my PS4. It's uninstalled every day. I can't do nothing about it. It's gonna sit there forever. But
Like,
in terms of that, I just do not like it. I was a waste of my money.
I've never played a Melty Blood game, so I haven't even been following it, to be honest. So I'm not exactly sure what to say in terms of Melty Blood. I mean,
Bufumaga made a really good video about it. We give Bufumaga a lot of support, but he's a really good YouTuber. Bufumaga made a really good video about Melty Blood for those who want to get into it. I gave it my shot. I was excited about it because honestly, when I was doing my YouTube channel, I put a lot of Melty Blood content on it because I was really excited about the game. I finally played the game like, wow, this was a waste of my fucking money. I hate this game. You know, live and learn.
Yeah. I've only played an hour, so I'm still new.
Under Night?
is it like, what is it like? Is it like
Okay.
Guilty Gear at all? Because that's how I was assuming.
It's more
No.
like
It's more like Unio.
yeah.
Unio, yeah. And I play, yeah, it's much different. Guilty Gear is, trust me, Melty Blood is not as nearly as forgiving as Guilty Gear. You can make a few mistakes,
Hold on.
Guilty Gear still do alright.
Hold on, we gotta reverse it right quick there. I want to do, since Jose, y'all know Jose has been a long time supporter, then I probably mentioned him in every single freaking stream at this point. But we did slide over one person, even though we did talk about them earlier. We didn't really get into detail. So, but
Go ahead.
K-Dash, because he wants to talk about his boy K-Dash. So
All right.
I think we kind of slid over him because we were talking
did.
about
Dong.
his.
Oh boy. It just keeps coming back to the one thing I said.
It's your fault, Larry. Take it, K-Dash, go. I'm literally getting something to drink now. 'Cause this is.
Team trailer back in January. So, it's K-Dash. I'm happy he's back. I hope his partners is cooler and on hell. And I hope he has a really good story when we do play his story mode. There's nothing much to say about K-Dash.
For me,
What's up?
Yeah.
I like
That's the only reason that's the only reason I like K-Dash, or remotely like him, because he has like a similar moveset to Cooler.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, K-Dash is pretty cool, but I honestly prefer to play Kula a little bit more. But I think that K-Dash is a cool character. I kind of play him a little bit in like 2002 UM. Not much though, but I like it.
My favorite version of K-Dash is King Fighters 11. That's my favorite version of K-Dash to play.
He's always been cool to me, but it's like, once again, because we were talking about the whole thing with Rufamonger, talking about characters like Jury and Biken and Angel. He's a cool character. Like, I could play him, but I just play other characters better. But I know a lot of people are happy to see him then, because I just still wonder, it's like, why trailer 31? And this was back in January when we first knew he was in it. It's
Well,
like,
someone said it's something on the King Fighters group that I'm in, that the Team K-Dash and K-Dash trade always comes out towards the end of the game, when the game's supposed to be released. Remember
Yeah.
King Fighters 14, his trailer was like the last trailer, him and women's team.
Really?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
K-Dash always waits towards the end. A King of Fighters game before it comes out. His team's trailer always waits towards the end. It's never at the beginning. It's not even at the middle. It's towards the very end.
I'm pretty sure them K-Dash fans is like, hey, long as it's not KOF 12 again, we're good.
Yeah.
Long as it's not KOF 12, we're good.
And they knew K-Dash was coming, so it's a matter of waiting for his trailer, but they knew that he was coming.
Let me ask you, since you mentioned that, do you think there are any other new characters coming on this roster in KOF 15?
Luckily, 2 more, I think. That's it, though.
I think it's just gonna be the boss, not the lady, but just like the actual
After boss, I
final
know what you
boss.
meant.
But yeah, I think those are just gonna be like the 3 newcomers in total, at least for base roster. Maybe on the remaining characters on the roster, like for DLC, there might be some new ones. Who knows? Maybe Najad comes back and she has like some other characters with her. I don't know. It's hard to say though, since most of these right now are just kind of like legacy characters and some 14 characters.
I have a question, guys. I know me and Chris had this conversation a while ago, but it's about Nakawoo. Do you think SK, despite the fact that we no longer get Love Heart and Moo Moo, do you think Nakawoo should come back since she did have a good key role in the story of 2x14, or just forget about the whole Another World team altogether?
You know what I think? Again, back to that bottom section in the Gamescom trailer. That freaking trio down there where it's just, because we saw where Ash Crimson was, where Kid Ash was. That bottom one where there's nobody on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, that right there is like the wildest of wild cards right now. I mean, that could be Kim, and like I said, Kim has KOF perfect attendance.
There's a lot of people are like, what the fuck is Kim?
And Geese is like, he's not like as central to the story, but he does have a very like special element to it because of the whole thing with the scrolls.
But Geese, you can put Geese as DLC, you'll make money out of it. But Geese already, to me, it's money DLC. Kim, to me, in my head, Kim is gonna be that game. Because I don't care what no one says. I'm not even a Kim fan.
With that being said, go ahead. All of it.
I would say Kim's either goes most likely it'll be DLC, early DLC. But if he's not in the base roster, Kim is early DLC. I'm sorry, you can't convince me otherwise.
With that being said, I wonder, should I apply my little logic? Because I don't know I think I've mentioned this maybe at least in 2 different videos, but y'all know how I don't like it, where it's like usually it's the same franchise, back-to-back games,
DLC.
but the same character is DLC twice in a row, the same one, the one that people most time will buy. Because I feel like
Just say Street Fighter.
Street Fighter does it, of course. I'm just saying. I don't know, like, seeing this whole mess with this rock complication might happen again. Maybe he's down, I don't know. But then also, you just brought up Nakaruru, like, and think about it. This is somebody who just got introduced as far as, like, being canon to the KOF storyline. It's not her first KOF, but, like, she's canon now. And then
Canon, the other one, she was a bonus character. She was a canon back.
She has that whole link with verse and all of that, and she's supposed to be staying there because, hey, I don't know when he's going to come back. And somebody in the chat said it. I want it, but at the same time, I get why some people kind of oppose it. But Sam Show team, it's long overdue. We were supposed to have a team Sam Show in like, what was it, 95 and 96?
Yeah.
It didn't happen. Come on now.
I constraint.
There was,
like,
there is. I don't know if you noticed this, but if you watch the live stream, there was Samurai Spirits music.
Mortal Kombat.
There was Samurai Spirits music in the DJ station.
What? I didn't know that.
You didn't notice it? I saw it.
I did not.
But at the same time, don't you think it might just be like, hey, this is about to be the most shattering of all expectations KOF game, then let's take all the soundtracks and put them in there and feed them in there so we can jam in the room to the sounds of...
So there's a massive impact music in that DJ station.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Someone's gonna be mad at that. It's like, y'all put freaking Maximum Impact freaking music in here, but not no Maximum Impact characters. How dare y'all?
Well, of course, we can't please everybody.
Somebody asked a question earlier I wanted to get to. I think it was Johnny. Yeah. Since in this game since in this game we'll have all the protagonists, does it mean that SNK is planning to reboot the saga?
I mean,
No,
I've mentioned this a couple times, but maybe I don't know. Onyx, you go.
No, I think they're going to go forward. That's all I had to say.
Forward or for it? I couldn't.
Forward. Like, keep going. At the Shunei Saga, we'll get a new protagonist and da-da-da-da-da. But I think at the Shunei Saga, it might start making some characters sit down.
Maybe.
Yeah. I just think this is one of those instances where it's like, I just see this as one of those things where it's like, yo, stuff's about to go down. We about to deal with something very freaking crazy. We gonna need the power of all the protagonists to do something about this.
True, but also I want to say this too. But the next, this is risky as hell. May not be smart for SK, but just as me suggesting, I think SK needs to go like a Mortal Kombat Deception route, where they use roster based on more underweighted characters.
All right, Jose. Cause he about to go.
Bye, Jose.
You know I always love to have you there. Somebody said Mortal Kombat in here. But yeah, I just think this is a matter of...
About me exactly. I'm not saying make the King of Fighters like a gore game, of course, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm thinking...
No, they were talking about it. I think it was a response to the whole thing about why I don't like it when in back-to-back games in a franchise, they make the same character DLC twice. Like if this was if this was a DLC character that a lot of people bought, just put them on the main roster in the following game.
Exactly. That's such bullshit to me. I don't like that. Or you know, character's popular. Don't keep holding. Oh, this character's popular. DLC. DLC. No, bitch, you did that last time. You put them on the main roster now. They proved you they earned that main roster spot.
Because we're kind of getting that now. Because Mary's up here. Vanessa's up here. Hydern is potentially up here. Y'all got me second guessing like some shenanigans.
Y'all better make him on the main roster. You already, I'm pretty sure.
That'd be weird.
I cannot see them realistically making us pay for Hydern twice. I feel like that's some shady shit right there from us to pay for Hydern twice. So I still believe he's main roster.
Yeah, it'd just be weird. It's like, why would... And people are gonna call you for that then. Now, at the same time, somebody was talking about think about this. Shune's saga. Shune is the protagonist of this the saga that started in 14, right? But whose face was all on the cover in the beginning? It was Kyo and Iori. Y'all didn't even have enough faith to put this guy on the cover because you think it wouldn't sell. Oh no, Shune, I don't know if we could do. Let's just put Kyo up there. People will buy it. They did it when they did that.
That's true. They really didn't push Shune after the game was established. They really didn't push Shune as somebody you found out by playing the game that Shune was the protagonist. Because I think when people first saw Team China, everybody just assumed it was just another team.
Yeah. Me too.
I was like, oh, they made a gamer character, and then I started playing the game. I'm like, that's not a gamer character. What is this shit? He has headphones?
I should bring old freaking...
I was surprised when I found out Shune was gone. I think it was after the game came out that I was like, oh, Shune's the protagonist. Oh, I assumed it was Kyo in them. My bad.
I should bring freaking... Siren knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I should bring Creepy up. I should bring Creepy up here to freaking have him rant about why he doesn't like Shune's design.
Oh,
Should just be an entire video in itself.
That man said, do not put headphones on your fighting game characters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't disagree with that. I think you can work on depending on the character.
I mean, they likened Shune to another, like, I showed him on the stream last time, then he was likened to another freaking character that had headphones. He wasn't wearing them, like, on his head, but they were on his neck and all that.
L Blue.
Yes, sir.
He literally
Yes,
had a
sir.
conversation the other day.
Yes, exactly. I got him. And plus, oh yeah, I forgot, because since Larry said, I remember, so we talked about this earlier because he kind of coerced me into, like, he didn't really do it. I'm just saying that because he was telling me about Melted Blood and I bought it. But so far it's interesting, it's different. But I don't know where this came from. So with Shune, I thought of an idea that they could have probably applied to him that might have made him a little bit interesting. So basically, he legit has those headphones surgically stuck to his head. Then the man gets knocked down, they don't fall off. The man gets hit, they don't even like move an inch. They are there. Why not give him a gimmick similar to Iron Fist in Ultimate Marvel 3, where like he would do a stance and like the chi would like surround his hands, and depending like different color chi would give him different color buffs. Like with Iron Fist, the red chi was damage buff. I think he had blue chi, which was defense, and I think it was either yellowish or green chi that would buff his meter gain. So how about with Shune then, like he would like push a button on like his headphones and like you would hear maybe like a second of music or whatever, and it's like depending on like what he was listening to, he got like a buff or something. And make it to where the person can control it. Don't pull the randomness, because them roll of dice characters sometimes can turn some folks off. Especially like if you roll something bad and it screws you over, like Shermie freaking
B skill 1.
Yeah. But like you don't want nothing screwing you over like that Orochi Shermie freaking super, where you could legit get struck by the lightning and you more than likely are dead because you can only activate it with only so much health.
Exactly.
And especially seeing he's apparently a big Athena fan. That's all like Court.
No, it's so funny though that I know King of Fighters character has a move like Foxy, but they actually kill themselves and their opponent.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if we'll ever see Foxy again.
I hope. She is really
The pigs
fun.
will fly. We'll see another fucking Dream Match game, and that'll be what 12,
Oh.
13 years from now.
Yeah,
we'll be
I
on
wanted.
the-
This is a good question. Do you
Y'all
think-
are in the chat talking about like Kyo was like the freaking poster boy. Ash Crimson was at least on the cover of his mess at one point. Then K-Dash graced the cover of it when he was the guy. They waited until the ultimate version of KOF 14 to plaster freaking Shune on the cover.
I've got a
They
question.
had mad faith for Ash was on that cover immediately, so was Kid Ash.
Yeah, Siren.
I've got a question for y'all.
Mhm.
So, Do you think now that SNK is going the 3D route, or like the 2.5D route, I guess? Do you think that they are going to even have Dream Match games? Because I think the only reason Dream Match games actually existed is because of having all those sprites already.
That's true, but they can reuse sprites. And I mean, the thing with SK is probably going to do with a Dream Match game, they're probably just going to enhance the sprites they're using currently, the models, and just add whatever characters they got or had a full made model.
I know, like, they could reuse some animations, but there's still, like, a lot of characters they would have to... I don't know, maybe.
And I'm going to say it's impossible, probably a little more different, but I think they would do a Dream Match game. It feels so weird SK does not do a Dream Match game.
Fair enough. Do you think it would be the next one, or do you think it would be the one after next, if they did do one? Because there's, like, one for every saga.
A lot of people think the Shooting Saga is going to be the first saga that ends early. Like, it's going to end at 15.
What exactly is a Dream Match? Because my first KOF was 14, so I'm not. Right. You know, what
Dream
is
Match is
Dream
like
Match?
a bunch of previous KF games and put the rosters for those characters from the previous games and put it all in one game. Maybe one or two characters out. Overall, the whole roster of those characters from that whole saga comes back.
So they go balls to the wall with Dream Match.
Dream Match. Yeah. The Dream Match games aren't canon, but yeah, they're basically like all-star roster kind of stuff.
Or is it?
They're not canon. That's what makes it easy. There's no story involved.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the Tekken
exactly, Damon.
Like KOF, in the sense that they bring a lot of characters back.
Yeah, basically.
Think about like the Royal Rumble in WWE, where they bring like a lot of old-time favorite wrestlers just for that one pay-per-view. That's how kind of like the King of Fighters Dream Match games are like.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's basically like a Dream Match right there. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like at this point, you kind of gotta mix some stuff up. You gotta do a little something like to mix things up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still feel robbed that Ash Saga didn't get a Dream Match, but I know why that didn't happen.
12 was the Dream Match game.
Yes, we know. And what a Dream Match it was.
He says he doesn't count it. Screw that. You had the My fans up in an uproar. You got the freaking
Ash fans. Remember, Ash and My would be DLC characters with King of Fighters 12. Never happened though.
Oh my god.
I think they say that was a beta, wasn't it? Quote unquote beta.
Remember, a lot of people treat it as a beta for King of Fighters 13. Yes, they do. But believe it or not, before SK went out of time, King of Fighters 12 was supposed to be the actual end of the Ash Saga. But SK fucked up on timing, so they had to push it to 13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like I said, they got.
Because remember, look at each saga had 3 orders. The way it was supposed to be before SK screwed everything up. King of Fighters 2003, King of Fighters 11, King of Fighters 12 would be the end of the Ash Saga, and then King of Fighters 13 would be the actual Dream Match.
Do you think that there's a possibility for a whole nother like wave of DLC after this first one?
Yes, if it does well.
I mean, there's like a bunch of remaining characters.
That's kind of the thing, honestly. That is kind of the thing. It's like if it does well, you know.
It does well. Like King of 15 just does okay in sales, or does subpar, or does God forbid does worse than 14. Then no.
I doubt that would happen.
If this does worse than 14, then I don't know what else to say.
I don't know how that would even happen.
If King of 15 doesn't even make 14, and the 14 didn't flop to me, it was okay. It didn't do nothing crazy like Street Fighter 5, but it did okay for itself.
It was the.
And King of 15 doesn't even make those amount of sales or better, he got a problem.
Yeah, I don't know how that would.
Go ahead, Simon. Go ahead.
So 14 is the one that it was like at least according to Maximilian, not 100% sure how true it is, but it's like because of King of Fighters 14, it sold well enough for them to actually start making other fighting games, and then they got Samurai Showdown. They made another one, obviously, and that sold really well. I think if
SK Heroes did okay too, surprisingly.
Yeah.
That's still like freaking costly now.
Yeah, why would they?
That's the only. I'm still mad that game has never got a discount. That's ridiculous.
That game at most should be worth like $30. At most. But
Very kind. I was thinking.
Man, how long has that mess been out? Like, this mess.
Yeah, there's nothing out. That game should be like $20. Really, it really should be. But SK persistent keep that shit at 50.
but
People used to complain how
This mess came out in 2018.
oh my god,
How in the world are you not discounting it yet?
it's been like
Exactly. Even Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which they had a long time making that game a discount price, they finally discounted that price for that game. We get that game on the cheap sheet now, and I recommend anyone who buys Grand Blue get that game on the cheap sheet. It's not worth the $60.
I said this in a previous video, because far as like online play, Grand Blue literally freaking almost gave me a concussion. But
Dog water.
credit where credit is due. They did what a lot of fighting games do not tend to do that well. And yeah, I know people are like, oh, well, that's cheating because it wasn't even originally like a fighting game franchise. Hey, you use your advantages to your advantage. You use your strengths are your strengths. Then they pumped out some really good single player content. Like,
They did. That RPG mode was fun. I don't even play RPGs like
Look,
that.
and you can't
me neither.
Look,
It's fun.
because you can't even really say it's cheating. Because I feel like if a fighting game developer was ambitious enough with some original shit, they could have done something similar, where they had a story where characters were like knights and berserkers and all that type of shit. They could have still had like some type of side-scroll beat-em-up type of shit, like what
Killer Instinct did something like that.
Tekken 3. Yeah. Tekken 3 had that too. It wasn't a story, but it was still like a little beat-em-up, Streets of Rage type shit.
Yeah.
Enforce. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Which, by the way, the original KOF was supposed to be like a beat 'em up. That's what it was supposed to be. Not a fighting game, but a beat 'em up.
Really?
Yes.
Nothing you knew.
Somebody Damon said people say KOF 13 brought SNK back, but 11 to me really brought it back. Both of those games were actually really great if you ask me. Both of them are great.
They were.
Since you mentioned 13, because I was about to tell my usual joke about why people freaking like worshipping like the sprites, like those were the best sprites when there were like some blatantly goofy ones there. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm good. Yes.
I've never seen a problem.
We're seeing eye to eye. We're seeing eye to eye. That mess looked awful. She looks like something out of. She looked better. She looked like something out of freaking like, cause Yuri, like I get it, cause people like they love to like take when I say that, like, oh, she's supposed to look like freaking Maya or Shermie. No, but she's not supposed to look like Twiggy neither. She looked Twiggy. Like,
oh
God,
yeah, no, yeah, she does look really skinny.
And then her freaking face looking like I don't know, like freaking chin just melted into her neck, man.
But not that buff. Ralph and Clark look.
Oh my God, the Potato Brothers, like that. These are some muscular dudes that were like, man, if we shoot some more roids in us, man, we gonna freaking get ourselves. Let's just freaking attach freaking potato bags to our arms.
In all fairness, I did want to see them like roided out again for 15.
And take your Vince McMahon freaking Xanadu freaking Daniel being a freaking creep fan fictions back to where you came. But what I really want to get onto is, what is all this talk about people saying KOF 14 looks like a mobile game? I don't play mobile games. Have mobile games gotten graphically better over the past 5 years?
Yeah.
That's the last time.
That's the last
time I remember.
But no, it doesn't
But
look like a mobile game. It looks more like a PS3 or PS2 game.
Which is ironic because people say those are like some of the best consoles ever. So I mean, if I'm gonna be compared to any console design,
They're
if you say PS3
the
to
best
me,
for their time, but they're not the best ever.
People still like them now.
I know, but like
some folks will fight you. Some folks will fight you over saying like not the best ever. They will fight you. Then don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like they had some great stuff. Like I regret not getting a freaking PS3 when I probably should have then, because that's where all the freaking Japanese fighting games were.
I'm not
like,
saying the games themselves are bad, but I'm saying.
I know what you said, and I'm telling you, people are gonna square up with you for saying.
Listen, man, the only one that remotely holds up to this day, I'd say, is probably the Wii, and that's because of its gimmick. But I didn't play either of those things, so I don't really have much of a say in it. But like the Wii holds up because you can play Wii Sports like any day, and it's still pretty good. I don't know. That's just me.
Guys, I think Athena and Mai look older, which is very cool to be honest, because that lolly stuff is kind of weird to me. Yes.
They've done,
Yes.
they've done that.
The only
with a
the
lot of
only
anime.
lolly that I've actually liked, if you want to call her that, was like when they did Linnea and freaking Under Night, because at least there's an edge.
God, I look at Momoko and I'm like, what the hell? She looks like she's
I like Momoko.
7.
She was
Like,
fun to play, but
I like Momoko. I like Momoko.
No,
It was
she's
alright.
fun, but I look at her, I'm like, damn, she looks like she's 7. I don't know if I can
She
play
does.
this character.
Do I have to
And
say
I
anything?
feel bad.
Do I have to say anything?
Momoko
Do I have to
was
say
like,
anything?
like,
Do I have to
He's
say
not-
anything about this man? Do I say like you heard what he said, right? Do I have to say anything else? Please?
oh, man.
Do I have to?
They
Do
did
I
the
have
same
to?
thing with May and Strive. They made her actually look older.
No. Yeah.
Even though there's like a, I guess, storyline reason for why she looks so young, but still, they actually did take the time to age her a little bit.
It says, nah, Max chats way too much rubbish. Freaking Kid and like Onyx are on the same wavelength. Y'all on the same wavelength. I mean, there's like at least.
No, I don't hate Maximilian. I just
I don't-
feel like he does like a little bit of a fraud sometimes with his like for certain things. He don't like to seem like he's edgy and cool, but overall, I think he's just being bullshitting.
Or just being a fanboy. Because fanboys love to
Yeah,
believe
he's
in
a
their own
fanboy.
mess. Look at this, he chats way too much rubbish.
Rubbish.
Oh my god. Hey, I don't agree with that. You say he doesn't care. He said Max doesn't care about the game. I mean, he doesn't care at all. Did you watch the K-Dash reveal? Did he come off apathetic watching the K-Dash reveal?
What? I think he's fine.
Did he come
I
off
didn't
kind
know
of
he did a
apathetic?
KSU bill.
You didn't even know it. But yeah, you're right, Damon, because he's like, I feel he has a bias, but don't we all? Yes.
I mean,
Like, when I do my prediction videos, I try to take myself aside. Because y'all know I do not like Maxima. I hope the fact
Not
that
like
they
Maxima either.
I hope that the fact they delayed this man's freaking K-Dash, that is, I hope the fact that they delayed this man's trailer, aside from the tradition of having the dude be shown very late, I hope there is a shakeup with this team, even if it is one character, and I hope it's Maxima. But, and I'm kind of spoiling something here because there's going to be another video in this series, but if you look at my videos where I'm trying to predict the roster, I got Maxima right there because I feel like I don't know. Because, hey,
No, my thing is, I hope.
because here's the thing, companies, people keep forgetting about this. Companies, these businesses, they're run by people like you and myself. And I'm talking about in terms of like, they're humans. Humans like any other person have the potential to be out of touch. Okay? Just like I keep talking about, like I said, Damon brought it up about Rain. The 2 games that he was at least playable in back to back, MK9, he was in MKX, but he wasn't a playable character. But then come 11, he came back. But what was he? DLC. That is out of touch. People like Rain, okay? Unless you're Screw Attack, which put him on the worst Mortal Kombat's character list.
what?
They could go kick Watts. Wayne's amazing.
They thought he was lame because they modeled him after Prince, and I'm like, Prince is
Fucking
badass.
awesome.
Why?
It's badass. Like, making a
What?
cat aspire at the prince, that's fucking awesome.
Prince is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Why would
You
they-
acting like they based him off of, I don't know, who's purple and very corny. I don't know.
Milli Vanilli.
Carrot Top? I don't know.
I said purple, but I get why, because it was probably hard to pick somebody from that. Which, by the way, credit to like the one living guy. I think his name is it Fabrice from Milli Vanilli, the one that's still alive.
Oh, I thought you were
They're
talking
corny. They had to make a character based off them. They are corny. So that we embarrassed.
Wasn't the freaking wasn't the Ronnie Matthews character in Hey Arnold based on them?
I don't know.
Like he's like his, because he was lip syncing and all that. Then when like Helga and freaking Phoebe met him, he was talking legitimately just like them, had the thick accent and everything. And it's like, how in the world does this? I saw your face and wow. How does that voice come out of hello Phoebe, hello Elga? Sit down, please sit down. Like, how does that voice come from the same person? Oh, it doesn't. He's freaking lip syncing. What's up, Kamen Rider? But yes. But I'll have to watch that later because I didn't know. Like, I'm kind of like honest. I didn't know he did a freaking K-Dash freaking reveal. Like, what did he do? Like, what did he do in the freaking reveal?
I didn't know that. I'm gonna watch that shit later too tonight.
I just watched
do
it.
my little
Did he
grocery
talk
shopping.
about? Did he? Y'all tell me in the chat.
I just watched
Did
it.
Did he talk about Rock again?
Yes.
No.
Of course he does. Of course, that's all he does.
AKA predictable.
Rock Howard. When we gonna go see Rock Howard? Like Maximilian.
I think
Are
he
you
did.
gonna
I don't.
You know what? You know what? You know what? I wonder. Okay, I guess we can listen to whoever's streaming it or what. I want. Because y'all making it sound like this man sound apathetic, which I never thought I would hear.
He didn't. I just watched it.
I guess he wasn't.
It was one of his more standard videos because
Ah.
K-Dash didn't really have anything like.
K-Dash, he could have
hasn't-
nothing really to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't really have anything new. That and he's not like a big fan. He's not like a fan of like K-Dash. He even said in the video he didn't really play K-Dash like that in the other games. So I would expect him not to be, you know,
very close to it.
Yeah.
I mean, who
I
would
think-
really be mind blown?
I can't
by
put him on that one.
K-Dash,
I'm gonna freaking put my tinfoil hat on and say that Max is working backstage with SNK, and basically what he's doing is he tried to petition them to put Rock in the game, and they wouldn't do it. So now Max is gonna undersell every single character that comes out that isn't Rock Howard, just so they can finally freaking put him out there. Max is in on it. Conspiracy, he is on it. I'm telling y'all, man.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt if
telling
he
you,
got
reverse psychology.
sponsored by SNK
Reverse psychology.
when it comes out, but I don't know about it.
You being too nice, you say
Look,
sponsored. That man is an
look,
agent. He is an
look,
agent.
He'll be all right.
He's a
If you
double
saw his
agent.
reaction in the if you saw his reaction in the story trailer, or like the recent like game trailer they put out, and they had the when they showed the Garo skin for Terry, this nigga Max lost his shit.
He didn't geek out. He definitely geeked out when he saw Gold Terry.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they did that because, like I said, that's one thing I wanted them to do. Like, come on, man, get us, and I hope he's not the only one, man. Get us some more alternate costumes, man.
Give us the Street Fighter V
Yeah,
treatment and give us as many freaking costumes as we can, like.
Oh,
You don't have to go.
They're gonna give most of the costumes to Mindshare and Nui.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that was
I'm
like
just-
over the course of the life of the game, though. Like,
Yo,
like you said, like,
I would love to play short-haired Maya again. Remember that design? I would love to
Yeah.
play that again. I would love to.
Also,
Yeah,
Athena got
hey.
week 2. Athena got a
I hope
also
they
costume
give
week 2.
more than like. I hope they give more than 2 characters, because what it was only like Sylvie and Angel. In 14 they had alternate.
Shune got one, and Meichin-kun got one.
Geese got one, and so did Kyo and Iori.
And the thing is, there were plenty more. There were plenty more, but they just, you know, if you are one of those people that collects those art books, then, you know, you'll see, because, like, they had some really interesting stuff, like, Mr. Karate 2 almost was in KOF 14 as a costume.
That would have
Almost.
been dope. Yeah, he has like a
Almost.
coloration almost, but.
No, like they had like an updated like freaking look for him. Like it looked kind of like the one from Fatal Fury
one?
Special. Fatal Fury Special. Like
really?
the one like where he looked on like, you know, like where he has like the orange pants, but like the top like looks like a little bit more modern. Looks almost like MMA almost. Like it looks really cool. Like that's what it looked like in the art book. Like there's a whole lot. Like there was a whole bunch of scrapped ones. Like I kind of wish they would have done those, cause somebody, I think it was one of the younger women or whatever, they had like a goth emo type of like costume that got scrapped. Like it was awesome. I wish they would have kept that. There was one where I think Angel had like a something like that was kind of like the Tyrannosaurus Rex thing that freaking KOD had. Like
Give us a Tizok costume for KOD.
I don't want a Tizok costume from him. I want him as in like do like Timodochi. Hit start on him, then make Tizok a secret character. Make him a secret character.
Give
Secret
us,
character. Make him a secret character. Give freaking like, come on, man. Because I'm still wondering about that. Like, why didn't he revert back to being KOD? I mean, excuse me,
Mango
Tizok.
was Ken. I think he's still. That's the thing. It's weird because if him still being KOD, the signs to me in my way, his beef with Nelson didn't end yet.
Which makes me wonder yet
Both
again.
dinosaur.
Which you just said it. You beat me to the punch. Is old Nosy boy coming back?
Hopefully not as DLC. That'd be a waste of money.
Better not be a DLC. If Nelson's gonna come back, he has to be
That's
based
gonna be
on
foolish. That's gonna be kind of foolish if you ask me. And I like the guy. I actually think Nelson
Nelson's
was
not
actually,
interested enough for DLC. No.
he was underrated to me, but like that'd be kind of foolish if they did that because because that's why I keep thinking it's gonna happen again. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but Mac's probably gonna have to pay some dollar to get Rocky Rock. Just saying. I feel it's
I wouldn't be
coming.
surprised.
What if he is that one? That's the one thing I want to get to. That one freaking lone picture on, like, if you look at the select screen, that one freaking character frame up there in the top right by itself that's not in the trio. What is it? Who is it?
Lord, it's time to go get the partner boss.
Who is it? Is it the boss character? Playable boss?
Ryu,
Are we getting on
Yeah, the
Hachi.
new boss
Heihachi.
versus playable, so they can make the new boss playable as well.
Watch it be like, I don't know, something crazy. Probably not.
Single entry Nakaruru.
She does have the power to stand on her own. Nakaruru is very, very strong.
I don't know,
Very
maybe
strong.
Geese Krauser Hein? I don't know.
Like,
Geese
that man's
Krauser
bo-
Kane?
Like, there's just two things. Like, it's just that and the freaking trio at the bottom that hasn't had anybody revealed yet. That is the mess that is bothering me, honestly. I'm like, who is it? Who is
My
it?
whole thing is, this is my theories for that bottom two. It's either Kim's team, Kim, the SK really fuck with us, it's Kim back with Kim, Gengar, and Mei Lee, or it's a mixed team, like an all-star team of popular characters, SK, like, okay, we know people like these characters, to make them a team.
Do you think there's a chance we'll have a guest character team in KOF 15?
I hope so.
Well,
Maybe.
Who would you want to see? You gotta have like
POA.
three. And pick one. 3 people. Go.
Nah,
ahead, guys.
are we talking guess the team is like all from the same game or just
Yes.
3 different people?
You
Okay.
Gotta be a theme because I mean, I know.
King of Fighters.
Yeah. They gotta have a theme then because I mean I know some people been shaking up, but like these teams like they got a theme going on. Or if by chance, if you can somehow, no, matter of fact, no, I'm not going to give you that. No, straight up.
In game. I know mine three already, but you guys go first.
Dang, I was
Actually,
gonna...
I got you. And this might be controversial.
Say it.
You can have team taken, so it'll be fucking Zabina, Christy, and Lucky Chloe.
Okay, that's your pick. Siren, your turn.
Well, I was gonna pick 3 different, but I guess now I have to think about it. I guess, shit, man, I don't know. Gouken,
Gouken and his 2 boys.
yeah, Gouken, Ryu, and Ken. I'm sorry. I know they'd all 3 of them be Shotos, but man, I really like Gouken, man.
Okay, I like Gouken too, just to let you guys know. My 3 is Asumi, Lei Fang, Tina, the 3 original ladies from Dead or Alive.
Do y'all want to hear what my original was gonna be?
Man, I don't know. I don't know the way he was. I don't know.
I got the burgers. I got the
I
burgers
don't
on the
know.
grill
The
already.
way he was cackling, didn't that sound like some mess coming?
No, it's
burgers
nothing
on the
too
grill
much.
I will have the honorable gentleman speak, but if he does something there, I'm gonna have to freaking. Telling you, man. I see y'all in the chat, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah. Mine would
What you
be Kazuya, Gouken, and God, what's her name? Jam.
Oh, okay.
Jam
Jam, good to
Jam
hear?
Kudaberry?
Yeah.
Jam Kudaberry?
Yep.
Okay.
I have been saying that if I wanted a KOF character in Strive, I would want Najed in there then. Najed versus Zato.
That
Make it
would be
happen.
interesting.
Make it happen. We got only a little bit of time left. You know how we close these shows out. Who do you think is going to be revealed next? Go.
I know.
Kula.
I got my money on Alicia Keys, aka Dolores.
Dang. Alright.
No.
DOA has a lot of lovely females. Of course.
Cool.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of the
their money.
game.
I have
Who's
this
the fighting
terrible feeling that Dolores is gonna be the very final trailer. I mean, hey, let me tell you something. If you save the best for last, cool.
You better bring it.
Cool.
Is
I mean,
there any word on the beta, Chris?
no.
Yeah, we need a demo or something.
Yes.
Give me a demo. I'm
Like,
sorry.
I like it.
I'm saying there is one. There is one coming from what I've heard, but I'm saying like when.
I
Longer
mean,
talking about it.
I mean, if there is, I'm pretty sure all 4 of us are gonna have to hop on, but I don't know if we can. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
just
yes, we
saying
can.
just because of
I mean, all,
of schedules, but I mean,
we could, unless like you got a PS4, we could.
oh crap, yeah, wait.
Because
No,
I don't think PC's even getting it unless they change that, which I think they should.
Yes,
Should,
please
but I don't
give
think
me
PC
give
will
me
get
a
one like that.
PC beta because I don't have a
They
PS4 and I don't know if I want
a
to go over to my
PS4.
friend's house and borrow theirs.
But yeah, I don't know who to guess then because I have this terrible if Dolores with
My
what they do with-
prediction, this is just my prediction, Chris. If the order, Heiner, because it's sake, we already know about Heiner. Then you do the rest of Kate Ash's team. Cooler, Angel, if that's the case, or whatever, Maximum, whatever. And you finally build Elizabeth and Ash. And you show is that Elizabeth, Ash, and Cuffrior team. Then you finally do Isla's 2 partners, Dolores, the 3 bottom members, and then the boss.
I was just so blown away by. Hold on, what you say, Johnny? My fear is that Cool's ice effect is not ready. He said everything in KOF 15 looks like colored water. Let me tell you something. Rizzy said something about, and like this is the one time where I had an issue with like something graphical in KOF 15. When I did the Ash Crimson video, which by the way, all of you who voted for that 10 facts video, I owe you one because that mess shot up like from freaking 300 views to 3,000 after that trailer came out. And I put that vid out like way before Ash Crimson's trailer came out, so I owe y'all that one. Okay? All y'all that voted for that video to come out, that's y'all. I owe y'all that one big time. I tell you. But researching the freaking video, one thing I always wondered about Ash Crimson was like, why is it like his flames always look different, not just the color, but from everybody else's? And then somebody had described him, actually a couple of sources were like, you know, they're kind of candle waxy and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say chemical
So I'm like,
flames.
I'm looking at his trailer and I'm like, they look kind of, sort of like Kyo's a little bit then. It's just, they're taking different shapes then. Like, because I like, you know, the candle waxy look and everything and all that. Because, I mean, aside from that, it stands out. And as I mentioned in the video where I was, like, catching up on everything, I hope we finally figure out where the flames came from. Because we don't know where the green flames came from.
I think
We
it'd be cool if the, well, not
I think
cool,
that
but I
not
think
born
it's-
them like
Shouts-
Kyo and
shouts to-
them.
And shout outs to Rizzy. Shout outs to Rizzy.
I think it would
So
make sense if
here-
they're like chemical.
Here's my take
flames.
on it. Because and it's a simple take, but you know, like the trope where like the villain or whoever gets their hands on some power, like some sacred power or whatever, and it just kind of changes color to suit them.
Yeah.
I feel like it may be as simple as that.
Maybe.
I feel like there's gonna be like some outlaw clan that existed back, you know, when the Kusanagis and the Yakusanis were, you know, edited and everything. There was a third one that they forgot about.
I
and
mean, those
he's-
from the past technically are just like the European version of the Orochi clan. So, or of the I was gonna say Yakuza, not Yakuza. The hockey shoe.
I don't think Kukuri's sand in 15 looks like mud. I think it looks like wind with little bits of dirt in it.
It looks
Like-
like hard sand. It looks like wet sand to me. Kukui sand.
It never looked wet to me, except for like when they showed the first bit of that level 3, which I saw a lot of people were upset about because, let me tell you something, I forgot what his level 3 looked like because barely anybody used it. Larry didn't use it. So I'm like,
Level 3 is very underwhelming. I mean, it's whatever. It has flair to it, but it's very underwhelming.
I feel like they were afraid to do anything else to avoid Gara parallels.
I mean, Gaara,
Gaara,
he's
Gaara
not
actually
the
has
first
some cool
one.
shit.
And like at the same time, I mean, Kukri already looks very different from him, so I mean that's cool. Gaara didn't invent that. I don't care what the Naruto fanboys say, he didn't invent that. Alright? There's a difference between that and the whole K49 mess. Oops, I'm sorry, I mentioned the forbidden name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
I'm sorry.
Sandman from the Marvel days. Sandman did a lot of crazy shit with sand powers too.
Yeah, so it's like, cause I remember somebody on Nabil's channel, like, cause you know Nabil had drew up the silhouette that eventually was revealed to be Antonov, and thinking that it was the Red Dragon, and then somebody was like, they can't do Red Dragon because it's the Great Buddha, and like, they'll run into a K49 situation. I'm like, I'm a big Great Muta fan, but like, all the stuff that, like, except for like the Muta scale, which is like, for y'all that don't know, it's a slang term by how much somebody bleeds in a match. But like the face paint and like the acid spitting, that didn't start with the Great Muta. It started with the Great Kabuki, who probably in a piece then slightly I'm gonna say, because a lot of like stuff with like the more otherworldly characters in Japanese wrestling are based on like the folklore of the country. But it's like I'm pretty sure like that whole shtick like started with the Great Kabuki, so it's like come on now. And I mean, if that was the case, we wouldn't have even seen a Red Dragon. I mean, maybe for a game, but that was it. But it's like, but yeah, like, I don't know. The sand for him does look a little bit weird, honestly. Like, it's not like it was before, but
polishing.
Yeah, it does.
I thought it was just flame attacks too. They all need polishing. I look at some of my shit. They're like, ugh, fix this bitch's flames. So this Tyrese climax, his for level 3, they need to fix that geyser effect. It's kind of choppy. I don't like it.
It looked okay, but like, yeah, like far as like the flowing of it was a little bit choppy. I wonder how much of that has to do with. Like, then again, you probably watched some footage from gameplay, so I probably missed some.
But then I'm talking about when, because it's like even I hope they fix Joe Higashi's wins, because I was very disappointed how his wins look like. It looks so nice in 14, but in 15 that's kind of shitty.
They do kind of look like a blender.
Yeah, it looked like something like, I don't know, like, I'm just hoping, and I really hope they learn from last time, because y'all remember what happened with 14 when it first came out, and then that big update patch with the graphics and everything, with the shadowing, freaking, and it was good, but I'm just like, I'm pretty sure you don't want to, like, have an instance where you gotta revisit, you know, you have to revisit it then, because at first, to me, it was like, I mean, it's whatever, like, it's not the greatest looking thing in the world, but at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world. That's what I've always said about 15 to that. It's not the worst thing. It's not the best thing either. It's like, you know, not terrible, not awesome, at least for me then. It's good. It's serviceable, I want to say then. But I just don't get this whole mobile game as it's like, maybe I don't play mobile games, so I don't know.
Watch mobile games. I don't play them myself. I do watch. I mean, it looks better than that, but people are assholes. You know, people are very critical of King of SK. Don't even want some. They need some criticism. I feel like some people are overly harsh. They forget that SK doesn't have the budget a lot of these other big gaming companies have.
I mean, I think that point is irrelevant though, because I don't think it looks like a fucking mobile game. Because people were saying that same shit about Battle for the Grid, and it's like I don't get people's complaints because they did the same shit with
I see you, Johnny.
They did the same shit with
and I agree.
With K11. Or yeah, they did the same shit in K11 and Injustice 2, where everybody was like stoked for the game, and then like halfway through the game's life, it was like the graphics look like garbage and blah blah blah. This and that. It's like where did you acquire this dumbass logic? Like, I don't get it. I don't get the complaint on graphics.
And Larry knows what I say all the time. Look, I get it. Video games, and I know a lot of the freaking scarf. By the way, before I say this, I want to shout out Johnny in the chat right there. He said, "Who cares about Mai's flames? Have you seen her thighs? Oh God, good job, SNK." I agree.
Damn.
I just want to hit.
Oh, Johnny,
hush. You, Siren, hush. Get back over there. Get your little Xanadu stuff and everything. That mess. You ain't gonna be able to shake that funk off of you, man. You're not going to.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't care. Like, I'm still, next month's show, if I'm able to do it, I'm still gonna remember it. I'm gonna still let you, I'll make sure you don't forget. But yeah, but back to what I was saying, a lot of like the scarf wearers and people and stuff like that go to like your museums and stuff, they might not like what I have to say, but I mean it. Video games are a form of art. They are. This is the one form of art, because look at, aside from like just, you know, the stuff that we do naturally, you know, playing and all that, look at all the other things that people admire about these games. You know, aside from just the visuals then, the storytelling, you know, the soundtracks, the music, you know, everything, the cinematics. This is an art form. But it's one of the most unique art forms out there. It's like people talk about pro wrestling. There is nothing else out there like it. There's nothing else out there like games, because this is the one art form where we, the players, are like directly hands-on participating actively in. Before people always talk about, oh, you know, aren't the people that look at art and they talk about it, aren't they participating? That's not what I'm talking about. We are actively involved. The people that go to these museums, they're not taking turns with the brushes, painting the stuff up there. They go there and they admire it. Nothing wrong with that, but I see a difference between that and the stuff that, you know, we admire when it comes to gaming.
Yeah.
And I say all this because you should all know, and you can probably say names, there are games out there that look like $1 million, but playing them yields you 1 million deaths. So it's like, the whole graphics, I get it, you want stuff to look good then, but like, what's the use of looking great when you don't function well? So it's like,
you can be pretty as fuck, you can be the shittiest functional game in the world. But there are games out there who do a good job at both, at being ugly and being poorly functional.
Yeah, like as long as you don't, as long as KOF does not tear a page from the Mortal Kombat book and have like a freaking infrared Shunei skin or something,
Oh boy.
I'm fine. Hey, at least they don't do. Look, hey, that's as bad as you can go, okay? Because that mess was literally.
That shit was hot garbage.
That mess was. It was hot garbage, and it was hell in the eyes. Like
Right.
that
Once
mess.
again,
For Vision. It was. I hate Infrared Scorpion. I hate Pyron Gill in Street Fighter 5. That shit is hard on my eyes.
Oh yeah, no. I saw it once. I was like, oh boy.
It's like. So I'm just saying, like, cause I'm not saying it's the best thing, but like, I think it looks better than 14 at least. But like, there's still some work. Like, I just. That's my last. That's my last bit about freaking. Not nothing against you. I'm just saying, like, far as overall, I'm not gonna talk about graphics anymore unless like a new character comes out and there might be something. But like, that's it. Because it's like the stuff that keeps coming out is just ridiculous. That like, I almost feel like I want to like play or look at some mobile games to see like, is this really like a mobile game?
Yeah, that's a good bit for you to make. You guys execute it right, but you look at mobile games, like look at like League of Legends or look at
League of Legends is a mobile game?
It is a sense that still could be another
there's a mobile
kind of game.
Oh my
It is.
god.
There's a
What are y'all not doing with League, man? League already getting a fighting game, now y'all got the mobile game market? God no.
It's League of Legends. They got the music market too.
I mean, I don't doubt the music might be good, but like they in the music market, they in the mobile game market, they in the fighting game market. Like, dang, man, is League of Legends the WWE of MOBAs?
Maybe, probably.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Kidding, dear.
I played it once. I absolutely hated it.
MK11 was fine as far as.
I like team games. But I like the characters. I follow the characters. Like especially like Evelyn's like my favorite from the League of Legends series. I love Evelyn. She's my avatar on one of my forums. But other than that, I don't follow it outside the story.
Yeah, but hey, I will. Hey, if it looks good, which from the little bits that I've seen, then I'll play Project L. It looks interesting. I'll play it.
I mean, I'll probably check it out
I
too.
hope it's gonna be a disappointment for me as Multi Blood was.
Just don't think that I'm gonna join your little freaking league clans when I play that mess, cause
I hear that.
I already made that joke. I don't like that game, and I don't like Smite anymore. Larry over here plays Smite. He got me into it. I mean, the game is fun. Honestly, it's just the players screwed that mess up, man.
It's very toxic community.
It's like, cause see,
not as bad as League though. Cause League is
I would,
like 10 times fucking worse than that shit.
It's crazy, cause it's like, this is why I went back with
back is two things.
Yes, they do, Damon.
One is
Project L is name of
losing. We're losing, or I died too many times, so I'm not gonna play. But I'm not gonna DC like a gentleman. I'm gonna sit in the base and just walk around and not do anything, so I don't get kicked from the match. But I'm also not gonna contribute. That's one.
Which is
two.
Which is worse
God
than rage
forbid.
quitting, if you ask me. It's worse than rage
God
quitting in that case.
God
Oh,
forbid.
the people
your
are notorious
teammate-
for that shit in Dead by Daylight.
Look,
They don't like doing
forbid
the
that-
chasing them.
Yeah. Keep on going, Larry. What's number 2?
Yeah.
I
But
can't guess it.
God forbid that your teammate runs 2 fucking 0.5 miles up the map by themselves and gets killed because they get fucking jumped into a fucking gang, and then they blame you
Oh my god.
for not fucking like being there in the fight, and then they start spamming fucking VGS. You rock, cancel that. Thanks. It's like, where the fuck were you at? And it's the same. And even in whether it's a MOBA, shooter, team game like Overwatch, people still to this day don't understand the concept of protecting your healer, and 2, being near your healer if you want healing.
Yeah, because like I always do it every time. Because I still play Paladins because I get love from people in Paladins and all that. And plus, it's just a matter of where the cards fell. Because
Overwatch.
when I played
mention.
when I played Overwatch, then like it was a matter of where the cards fell. Because my favorite characters in Overwatch apparently weren't meta, but apparently they were. Like my favorite Paladins characters were. But it's like anytime, like when I'm brawling or whatever, I will try to find the freaking healer. And I mean, in Paladins it's even easier. All you got to do is just stay out of combat for like 5 seconds, and then you'll get it back. But it's like sometimes you get outplayed, man. Same thing with fighting games. It's not always lag, DSP. It's not always meta characters.
Got outplayed.
You don't know. You know
Okay,
who my-
God.
And that's with
dang
Street
it,
Fighter
Johnny. Oh my
5
God, he's
most
like-
of the time.
Look, KOF gonna come. KOF 15 gonna come out. Low tier guard gonna do that same shit.
No.
He's gonna name like 33 out of the 39 characters on the roster.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
real. That's all you play on
that-
that. Beat him hard. All you play on that.
The one time where I still
all
find
you
him
play
funny.
on that.
The one instance where I still find him funny because he was listing all the meta characters and he pretty much named modestly 90% of the roster. Every character that I don't play is meta, okay?
I don't think Lotus can't even know what the fuck KOF is. I don't think he'll even go anywhere near KOF, quite honestly. I never heard. You know, he's controversial, and I don't agree with everything the man says, but I do like Low Tier Guard overall. I don't think he's ever touched any KOF related. I think he only does Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and mainly Street Fighter, which he's mainly known for.
Just being like,
I don't think we have to worry about him in the KOF thing.
He dabbles
being
in
hip
Tekken.
to-
He dabbles in it.
He does?
He-
Okay, Larry.
yeah,
He
being,
dabbles in
he
Tekken,
does,
but
he
he
does,
doesn't
he
like
does, he does. I done seen it. It's just being hip to like gimmicks and stuff like that. It's just his mess just got boring to me. Then it's like I'ma lose. I'ma say that if you hate on me and make a video about me, you're gay.
Oh, damn.
Make some
BBC,
weird ass
BBC,
sex fantasy.
Yeah, which will actually make what Siren made earlier look more like a freaking children's book. There you go. You can feel better about that. But,
His little rants are a little bit fucking nauseating. I agree with that exactly.
like I said,
Overall,
the
I
me-
don't have no issue
mess-
with Low Tier Guard.
Listen,
mean,
man, the only person in the FGC right now that I have an actual disliking towards is probably
What'd you
Chief
say?
Red Star.
Yay! I'm Dixie, man. God dang it!
I just
I do not care for main man. I do not like that. I can care for him at all.
This went from a freaking funny freaking episode, and now we over here just. Shot.
One of mine.
Shot. Just shots fired all over the place.
It's a wild
He freaking
episode.
said it. He said it, man. God dang it, man.
If there's a Tekken consecrated named Vogue, I cannot stand him. He's an idiot. I just want to get that off my chest. He's a
Oh
complete
my
idiot.
God, man. I can't believe it.
We going off the
Just
list now.
Just turned into a shoot, man. God. But, let me tell y'all something, man. I am alright. Like I said, I critique stuff all the time, okay? I do it all the time. I did it with the biking mess and Samurai Showdown. Like I said, y'all watched the video by now. Y'all get it then.
Yeah.
But that was not meant to make y'all not buy the game. This was me expressing why I had my hype freaking melted down by everything then. if you want to play, like I said, I don't malign anybody. I said it before. I've said it in that video a chunk of times. If you want to play these games for whatever reason, play them. Play them. I don't care if you like going in an arcade. I don't care if you spend every single session in the lab. I don't care if you compete in your locals, you want to go here, you want to go to Japan, you want to go to Neptune, you want to go to Evo, you want to go to the Netherrealm, you want to go to Camelot. I don't care. Play these games. All right. When I put stuff out here, then I open the door for y'all. It's just certain people, and I get this vibe, then there's critiquing, and there's just not liking something. Let me give y'all an example. I used to talk about MK11 on my channel, like if you look way back.
Oh boy.
But now the video, I took it down because I think I might have mentioned somebody that didn't want to be mentioned. I didn't consult them, but I never thought about it because I was ranting. And it wasn't anything negative, it's just like I don't want to bring him into the mix or anything. But I did a video where it was like a vodcast where I was doing ranked matches, but at the same time, those were my final ones because I hated MK11. I'm not going to go into detail. I just say this. The community and the freaking devs collaboratively, even though they were almost at each other's necks all the time, they collaboratively destroyed that game by worrying about the wrong straw. It got unbearable to me. And you know what?
And you know what? I'm glad you mentioned it.
You know what?
It was not just a fucking fandom that hurt Mortal Kombat 11. The devs,
And you know,
especially that fat fucker, Kyle Lansdale.
Oh damn.
Him and Ed Boon. Especially when we
this man is shooting hard. This man is shooting hard. This man is shooting hard. He's shooting hard, man. But like, my thing was like, but you see, I made that video. Y'all might not say, like I said, I took it down because I mentioned somebody that I think didn't want to be involved. But I moved on to other stuff. Now, if I make a top like 10 list video about some other stuff and facts like fighting games or whatever, I'm gonna talk about it. But it's like, far as me like keeping up with it, then like, I'm honestly on the fence about MK12. I gotta see where this. I want to see where this goes before I even do anything because, like I said, it's just like I said, the community and the freaking devs collaboratively destroyed that game for me, and it was so heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking because I got everything far as characters that I wanted in that game. They brought back my favorite character, Jade. They brought back Frost, and then all these years, Spawn makes a finally. They put him in a game that I thought was the best fit for him. Soul Calibur was but freaking MK was the spot for freaking Spawn. But I didn't have fun playing it anymore because people were worried about the wrong stuff. I played competitively, and on top of that, they locked a lot of exclusive skins behind ranked. So it's like, I can't do it when people are up there knowing they're playing with AT&T, bad internet, and yet they have...
Damn, now we're calling out companies.
Well, you know what?
Well, I know it's trash, don't worry.
He's trying a good old Combat League.
It's like, come on, like, they've been screwing me for years then. Like, if it's... Y'all should have seen how much of a buster it was getting these freaking videos out here with AT&T internet then.
Oh my god.
But it's like, you got these people making their way past the freaking threshold because you can't turn down matches in ranked unless they have what they call back in the Xbox days taco connections, aka that mess was in the Rizzy Red, and that was not a diss to ignorant Rizzy. I love Riz.
That Taco Bell Wi-Fi.
Do not clip me. Do not clip me if you clip me. You clip me, I'm gonna send freaking Onyxe at you since he's shooting today.
Oh boy.
He is shooting. He is spitting today. But you know what? I let that mess go because my aunt told me something, honestly, because I used to be that person that loved to bash mess because, it's so fashionable and everything, like, get out there. But like, my aunt told me, spend more time promoting what you love instead of bashing what you hate. Now I'm gonna get off my soapbox because that's the beast.
I do want to say this to you, what you said, because fans of developers. Fans are gonna be toxic because you cannot control an individual, but I wanted the developers are equally as toxic. That's fucking sad.
Yeah.
You actually work there. You actually are making this product.
Hey, remember what I said earlier? Because this was the point I was trying to make that last Super Show we had about SNK not getting the message and dismissing every little fan movement as just a bunch of people trying to cookie stuff results.
I can't remember if it was Blizzard or Riot or something, but one of those companies, I don't think, wherever Mortal Kombat is, I don't think it can compare.
NetherRealm Studios.
NetherRealm Studios, yeah. I don't think it.
What about it?
I don't think it could compare to the. It was either Riot or Blizzard, but one of them was just having some crazy stuff going on, man. It
Well,
was
Blizzard's
like
still Blizzard's still getting melted right now as we speak.
Yeah,
So I mean,
the whole sexual harassment lawsuits and shit.
yeah,
I mean,
like the whole like you know what I'm talking about, the whole like cubicle thing, right?
I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah,
but,
no, let's not get into it. But man, it was bad.
I'm not.
I want to say this with the developers. I feel like yes, fans are toxic. You were right. The Molina stands, you know, everybody knows are infamous. The Molina stands are
Well,
infamous.
here's the thing, with the Molina mess. Unfortunately, the devs could have just like at least sometimes people got to understand this nowadays, and this goes out. Now I'm not talking about you, Onyxe. Ain't a shot at you.
I know, and I'll take it.
No, I'm just saying, like, some people, like, especially these folks that just feel freaking steroided high levels of outspoken, where it's like every little thing that comes out, they got to put their opinion on it. You got to stamp it, got to stamp it, got to stamp it, got to stamp it. Some of y'all need to learn how to hush at times. And NetherRealm Studios should have hushed because they, unfortunately, because I was sympathizing with them with the Molina mess until the devs decided to freaking have fun at their expense, because Ed Boon put a post out there that basically kind of taunted them like, yeah, sure, like you probably know what I'm talking about. There was a meme out there where it was like Ed Boon himself basically like, we know y'all want that, we know y'all want that character, but you know, you ain't gonna get it. You're not gonna get it.
I know everyone's constant. That's another thing I'm talking about.
Like,
you're a grown ass man, and I don't get me wrong. The stands are adults too, but
Yeah.
you as a level, not a stupid to that level. You either stay quiet or you
Yes.
say, hey guys, we're working on it. We're gonna get Molina. Oh guys, we're not putting Molina in this game. Please stop harassing us. That's the mature way to go about it. You don't fucking start playing into the fucking bullshit like you're a fucking child. You're a developer.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Damn.
but it's like, that's the thing. That's what I was trying to talk about with last time when, like, you know, developers will look at these movements online, because people even try to do it with, and the thing is, it wasn't really the devs' fault, but like at the same time, another problem I have is like also with people that will shill for the devs. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. I'm pretty sure y'all know, well, you know what, screw that. I'm not gonna freaking make a self-claim. Y'all can speak for it, but regardless, because you got people, when it came to the whole hashtag SNK rollback thing that they were talking about, the people that were like, because I put the post in my video. I put the post there. People talking about these people that say they want rollback and freaking Sam Show, they were never gonna play it in the first place. How do you know that?
They don't.
Exactly.
Do you know what most people do nowadays if they don't care about a game? The most they will probably say is dead game, or they'll even insult it by saying, for instance, Sham Show. Oh, really? Go play Soul Calibur. It has more followers. Go play this. Go play this. People that want to freaking like it. I just don't get that. Like, where did this logic come from where it's like freaking people that, you know, want something in a game for it to work better when play it in the first place? Like, I know some people out there might do that, and believe me, I know. There are people out there that talk 500 miles a minute but won't jump a freaking inch. I get that. But y'all that keep putting that talking point out there, you're giving the devs and the companies a mile, and they will run with it if you give them a micrometer. They will run with the whole thing. This was the point that I was trying to make last time when, like, you know, people saw the U.S. sports team and everything. I'm like, when I was talking about, you know, oh, they're gonna look at it like they're just trolling or whatever. Then these are humans like us running these companies, and like certain human beings can be, they can be out of touch. They can be out of touch. That is a thing. Like, we've seen this so many different times. So many times.
Oh.
I can even recall back as far as like the Marvel, when it was Vanilla Marvel at the time then. People wanted Mega Man in the game. Mega Man. He never showed up, but it's like, and even though they kind of sort of gave folks what they want, oh, hey, here you go, Strider, you know, here's Strider, but that's about it. But like, you got people like Angry Joe talking about nobody wants to freaking Rocket Raccoon, which I disliked him for because I wanted to play the fool. Like, so come on. Now y'all got me shooting on Angry Joe. God damn.
Oh,
That's
y'all.
enough. That's enough.
I was gonna say.
Enough.
Should we,
What you got, Siren?
I was gonna
And
say-
if you throw some filth out there, I'm gonna freaking drop you through the freaking pit.
That ain't filth, but it's definitely something
Speak.
Nintendo shouldn't have done
Go ahead.
because it's just
Speak.
kind of a dick move. But Nickelodeon All Stars comes out on October 5th, right?
Yeah, I pointed that out because the reveal for Smash comes out the same day, right?
Yep.
I mean, hey,
Hey.
some people will
Companies are
direct it.
competing. There's hey, Smash trying to keep itself out there, and Nickelodeon trying to make a mark. Oh, if Nickelodeon's gonna survive, they gotta survive with Smash being out there too. It is what it is. I feel no sympathy. Like this McDonald's is gonna be Burger King. Burger King ain't gotta look out for McDonald's. McDonald's ain't look out for Burger King. They gotta do what they gotta do to make sure that people continue
Credit to
their
them though. Credit to them that one time when they encouraged people to go to Burger King because of everything with the pandemic. So credit to them, like, you know, but still, I mean, that mess with freaking Nintendo. I mean, hey, Smash is gonna always be the godfather when it comes to platform fighters. It's gonna be the godfather, so it's like, I mean, you got big shoes to really fill up in that case then.
I mean, at the moment, it's still the biggest fighting game, I guess, ever,
right.
almost, basically. If we're talking
Hey,
singular game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even as a series.
But at the same time, seeing how times have changed, though, Nickelodeon got the slip on them when it comes to netcode. But like at the same time, that's only one area right there.
One
Yeah.
area. I heard the music is lacking. The stages kind of look. So you know, I think Nickelodeon also has a pretty good roster. I think they have a nice roster so far for their first fighting game ever. That netcode better be immaculate for that game to survive.
I mean, I'm gonna freaking be on that much just because I'm a '90s Nick kid at heart. So, and like, I mean, that's just that. They even like trying to get some of these newer people in there with these newer characters. So, smart for them. Because it's interesting. Like,
shouldn't it be classic Nickelodeon characters, but don't make it fall on really newer Nickelodeon, which I think they did a good job with them. The roster is very nice. I do like Nickelodeon All-Stars roster. Now, will I be getting it? Not anytime soon because, you know, other things. I'm still working on my Forbidden project. Felt like I wasted my fucking money on Melty Blood. But outside of that, the game I would play when the budget's there for it in my personal life, right? But I sincerely do hope that game as well.
not Johnny in the chat, but like my brother Johnny that does the same exact thing, like, you know, because people make fun of him for being frugal, but I'm like, hey man, that man's frugality legitimately got him to enjoy some things that a lot of y'all that burn your freaking wallets do.
Exactly. So. Ain't nothing on holding keeping some money in your pocket. You ain't got to keep it with every friend in the world. Johnny, keep doing it. Tell your brother Johnny, keep doing that. Keep being frugal. Ain't no shame in that shit. Times are rough. And don't spend your money unnecessarily.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave on this note right here since we're talking about that, and a couple of them in chat are talking. Well, one or two of them are talking about the move that they made with the whole October 5th thing that Siren was talking about. Who do you think that last DLC character is? I don't play Smash, but I am intrigued because of the hype around it. It is kind of interesting. I hear people talk about Sora, and it's interesting. Now, I think Event Hubs might have overshot this a bit, but they were talking about how this review is, and it's very true because I love this series as well, it is very close to the 20th anniversary of Ace Attorney, and they're thinking it's Phoenix Wright.
Name one Smash person you know who claims about Phoenix Wright. I had a conversation with my friend about this a while ago. I never heard Smash Wright. Oh my god, Phoenix Wright. But I heard Sora. I heard a bunch of other characters. I never heard someone want
You reminded me I haven't finished freaking Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I have Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
No Flash knew who Terry Bogard was. At least, like, especially like in the, because this is a little tidbit of information. A lot of people in the military have Switches and play Smash, but almost nobody who played Smash knew who Terry Bogard was. Of course, they knew who Ryu and Ken were, even if they didn't like actually play Street Fighter because they're that iconic. Some people knew.
I think Smash players should also know, Larry, that the Smash concept of Smash is based on the King of Fighters concept. So I feel like a Smash, you are really into the Smash lore, you should know that the game expired was KOF.
Yeah.
You know, like I like anybody that knows what's up.
I was about to say, the thing that I find interesting and slightly hilarious. So with Ryu, Ken, and Terry Bogard, and especially Kazuya, I laugh on the inside when they say,
It's not a fighting game.
Smash, in the Smash variants of Ryu and Terry, how you can do the actual inputs for like the Shoryuken Hadouken, the Burning Knuckles, shit like that.
Yeah.
And for Smash players, it's apparently difficult.
Yeah, it was.
If you guys don't have that kind of button, Smash characters just hit one button, hit up, hit A up. That's how you guys will play your characters. So I think even more traditional, Wii U is not hard for someone like me who plays fighting games all the time. Wii U will be kind of difficult for a person who's not used to those kind of inputs, and that's understandable in my opinion.
It's the same input instead of like, multi-directional input. But I just think it's funny that they say it's hard. Like they're like with Terry Bogard, because I actually played Terry Bogard in Smash. And he was like, I don't know how you do that. It's too hard for me to do those inputs, because if his whole gimmick in Smash is if he's over 100% damage, then he basically can do the Buster Wolf and the Power Geyser. So it's in quarter circle forward, half circle back, and then don't circle forward for the
Isn't it half circle? Or no, isn't quarter circle back, half circle forward for Power Geyser?
Johnny, you killing me over here.
forward for the Power Geyser, and then double quarter circle forward for the Buster Wolf. And it was like, how do you keep doing this so consistently? Because like once I get 100% and they haven't killed me, that's usually it for them. Because I'm chaining Power Geysers, Buster Wolves every chance I get. And apparently he has a surprising amount of armor when he does those.
Yeah, you told me he does a lot of damage in that game, doesn't he?
He does some insane damage. So does Kaz.
Yeah, I was laughing over it because I've heard this so many different times. So some Terry from Smash. Oh God, I still laugh a lot with that freaking. When people talk about like it's not Terry Bogard from like KOF or Fatal Fury, they say it's Terry from Smash.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, man, people like.
I mean, I came from Smash.
One bonus
KOF,
thing I can say.
so.
One thing I can say. That trailer they had when they revealed Terry, that was genius. I love that. They have some of the most entertaining trailers for Smash characters, and the Terry mess was really good. Like it was funny. The freaking Kazuya mess was funny. Like I dug that.
It was fun. My favorite Smash trailer to this day though is Bayonetta trailer. I love that trailer.
That was awesome. That was awesome. And then like, here I am. Here's the power of that game. Then here I am watching, and probably not gonna play Smash like that then, but I popped so hard when they revealed Banjo because that is by far it's up there's one or two. That's like top 10 freaking favorite N64 games of all time for me. I still have my cartridges right over there, and I'm not giving them up ever. But
Steve,
but on top of that,
crazy.
but on top of that, you were talking about the inputs for attacks in that game and everything.
Yeah.
Because I think somebody openly admitted like how difficult it was in a forum. Someone probably read it. Was talking about how difficult it was to like do the freaking Terry motions and everything and all that. And you had to have that one person coming in there. Had to have that woman talking about this here is proof why this is not a fighting game. No traditional inputs. And I'm like, it's a fighting game, dude.
It is totally a fighting game.
It's a fighting game.
Isn't it?
You denied it.
I realize it's a fighting game.
It is. By the way, also, me, who's not into platform fighters at all, for those of you that love them, I recommend you check out this best called Rushdown Revolt. I love it.
Okay.
Check out this best called Rushdown Revolt.
But yeah, Chris, one thing I thought was hilarious, there's a YouTube, I don't know if any of y'all know who Mighty Keith is.
Oh yeah,
I've heard the name.
Of course.
So
Haven't heard of him.
he did a parody for Terry when he came out, and he was like Smash players reacting to Terry. And it was like, yeah, did you play this new DLC? He was like, yeah, man, King with the hat is awesome. And then like you had somebody that actually plays King of Fighters coming in that was like appalled and insulted, and he gave this whole speech about like disrespecting the legacy of the character and this, that, and other. And then like another comes in, and he was like, yo, did y'all play Buff Pokemon Trainer?
Damn.
Pokemon Trainer.
Damn.
Pokemon Trailer.
I think I'm gonna stick with me for a long time now when it comes to Terry. Pokemon Trainer. Oh, shit.
Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I remember hearing that one.
He got that slightly wrong. It's Buff Blood. Pokemon trainer.
Pokemon trainer. Holy Jesus.
Wait a minute.
That's not them
I'm
games.
crying.
I forgot I did see that mascot. It was a different version because somebody was talking about like I'm pretty sure he was kidding. I think it was a Twitter post like going randomly or whatever somebody shared. So when Terry had like came into Smash and they were like, why did since when in the world did freaking what was it? What did he say? Oh yeah, he's like no. He was like yeah, Pokemon trainer's like, why did he eat freaking Machamp?
Oh, shit.
No, look, there's a meme. Somebody drew a picture.
No, it was that one. Another one that said like, you know, since someone was like, who told Pokemon trainer to start taking roids?
Like so there's a crude picture somebody drew, and I still die laughing at this to this day. But it's the Pokemon trainer and Terry Bogard in the picture, and Terry launches a Pokeball at the back of Pokemon trainer's head. It's like, let's go, Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Keep imagining, like, I really hope that there's some freaking guest characters in KOF 15, because
Captain
SNK
Falcon.
characters, like, especially ones that have appeared in this game, they've been so many places then. It's like, I want somebody from one of the games that they guest starred in. Like, I mean, I am not the biggest fan of this guy, but I'm saying this because it makes sense storyline-wise. I would love to, like, see Heihachi come into the freaking KOF tournament like, that blonde, that man with the man named Goose or whatever. I want him. I'm gonna come in his tournament. I'm gonna screw his mess up. I
Don't say
want.
that.
You gonna bring it?
It's
I want that right there.
gonna be a Tekken guest team. He's gonna
Like either that, get a Jindoji Wong team because freaking Terry and Benny Maru were in that. Then bring El Blue in there. That'd be
I want
bad.
to talk about the team. I really do. I don't think it's gonna happen.
You gonna have El
It
Blue
can
and
happen.
freaking Onyx, they gonna have El Blue and freaking Isla Rosno Shune. No.
Fucking with a headphone.
No, like you go have El Blue and freaking Isla Rosnas be like, man, what this poser right here? But it's like, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna freaking be the new protagonist of KOF. You gonna be a 2-game character. You gonna be a 2-game character. You gonna be. I'm gonna make you disappear like K49, bitch.
Oh damn, you're going there. Because you know, Tencent did put one of their characters from their mobile game into Samurai Showdown, so it's not unlikely to me to see another Tencent character, preferably Shandao Ziwang, into KOF 15. And it had to be, I want either Cloud,
You
I
reminded
want
me.
either-
Go ahead, keep going.
I want Cloud, Andre, or Blaze from Shandao Ziwang into King of Fighters. But I doubt it's ever going to happen. But it has a better chance to happen to any Maximum Impact character.
And if y'all, neither one of you, I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with King of Combat, aka XZDW. Like I said, Benny Maru and Terry were in it. Check out some of the
Limited
trailers.
time.
Take a look at the trailers on YouTube there. You'll find some cool characters, but you'll find some other familiar faces in there. And I'm not just talking about El Blue. They got a Kyo knockoff in there named Yan.
I got Athena knockoff. They got
Athena
Gilnes
knockoff.
knockoff.
They got
Jenwoo knockoff.
a Shun.
Got a couple of Chaos knockoff. They also
They have the obligatory Bruce Lee character in there as well. He looked, I mean,
cool.
yeah,
You got a cooler
they do.
knockoff. I like Clear though, but she is a cooler knockoff.
Oh, the cooler knockoff isn't that Jan's girlfriend?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's ex-girlfriend though. In the
Fire
story, he has
and
a
Ice.
current girlfriend too.
Oh,
It's been so
yeah.
long. But if you guys want to check out those stuff, check out a YouTuber named Magag. His name is Maggeg. He uploaded pretty much every Shandao Ziwang on his YouTube channel.
Like, it might be comical what y'all might see that y'all are gonna be legit. I mean, at least with Zendoji Wong, it was actually good. If you want a game that was, if you want a game that ripped off KOF and some other fighting games but was awful, look up the Masters Fighter. That same game I mentioned where there was that Ryo Sakazaki knockoff.
Mr. Death or something?
Yes, Mr. Death. Mr. Death. Mr. Death. Mr. freaking Death. Yep. Mr. Death.
What was the knockoff game again? I didn't might need to check that one these days just to see.
The Masters Fighter. The Masters Fighter.
Down now so I can
You
check
can-
that out.
Like, you have freaking, you got a Ryo Sakazaki knockoff named Mr. Death. The Kim knockoff in that game actually fights like Ryo Sakazaki. You got female Benimaru with like some makeup and like the freaking flat top got cut a little bit short. She looks like pale, like she looks almost like Smug's like biggest fan or whatever or whatnot.
Is it matched by that guy with that one fat dude, like really fat dude in the game too?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I heard that. It's like it was made by Korea, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. It's like, but it's
I've been wanting to
just.
look for that game for a while. I forgot about the name for now. But I'll look up some videos tonight.
But like they've been so many places. Like I want to see like Hitachi come back and like and I mean, hey, why not? Why not some Capcom characters? I mean, if we're not gonna get freaking CVS 3 or whatever the heck, why not? Like bring a couple. Like I
don't know. I don't think SK
I
Capcom
want-
is that close as people think it is. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're more like to see a Tekken character or Dead or Alive character. I think SK has a good rapport with Namco and Tecmo than they do with Capcom. I think Capcom SK are just like we're not beefing no more, but I still
Yeah.
don't fuck with you.
I just remember what you reminded me of when you were talking about all the people that collaborated with. Because KOF 15 is being funded by that, what they call in the wrestling community, that Saudi money. They were talking about there's going to be a guest team full of like actual WWE characters.
God.
John
Fine.
Cena.
I'm surprised Najed ain't making it. I thought with the Saudi people, I thought Najed was doing. But then I talked about her before, like, oh yeah, no Najed.
Becky Lynch versus freaking Angel.
Oh no.
Charlotte. The Rock is gonna come. He's gonna freaking fight Angel for jacking his freaking.
I was surprised that Najed ain't wasn't that shoe, but I found out the story about Najed, like, oh okay. Now I'm surprised we ain't got a
I'm
Saudi
so
team in
sad.
KOF at all.
I'm so sad that her chances just went down there because that character was so cool.
Watch
that
like
character
He was
was
a cool
so
character.
cool.
I could have played her to save my fucking life, but Najed was cool.
Oh, I freaking stayed in the I stayed in the lab doing them push-ups, like I say that like when you trying to play a
And
character you really
the character. I get that. I know that.
yeah you playing the character you really like and they take some time or whatever. Like I was doing them push-ups and I'm playing her. I just hate
Watch
the fact we.
like freaking Hakan or something make it in as a guest character.
I mean, you say that like that. I like Hakan. I
I
like
like
Hakan.
Hakan too, but they're gonna come for you, Siren, that if it happens. I'll let you know
I
right
like
now. They're gonna
I
find.
like Hakan. I will. I'm trying to imagine how everybody would. Remember how
I
stupid.
missed our birthday.
Remember
I know,
how
our
stupid.
birthday very not popular.
What'd you say? What you say?
Our birthday, the
Who?
Mexican wrestler dude.
Mexican wrestler. Oh, Fuerte. Yeah. I like Fuerte.
I like him too, but people are kind of saying they tell me he's very boring, generic. I'm like,
DJ makes it in.
He ain't boring and generic. The man just probably annoyed them because they couldn't freaking catch the fool.
Watch it. Watch there be like they put DJ in or something. I don't know.
I like DJ, but
I can't stand
just-
fighting
They
against
They
him, man.
did him so wrong in 4 though. Like he just never was ever meta good. And I like DJ, but they just did him wrong.
he was not a good character. I heard DJ was like especially only like 2 people who used him at high level, and he was still hard to use at high level.
Yeah, I remember because one dude down here who played a good DJ, he was called, and I quote, and he's good. And I'm just saying, every time I say his name, people are like, that ain't his name. Like, yes, it is. But you'll find footage of him. He was the nut, like the nut, DA, and then NUTT.
Damn.
Because he played against somebody that I think I started learning, how to play Rose from, honestly. But like, yeah, like where else have like SNK characters been in like Tekken or that? Naruto's been all
Tekken
over
Dead
the
or
place.
Alive. They've been in
I mean, come on, like Dead or Alive. I think Dead or Alive DLC. See, that's a good. See, I think that would be the best one because here's the thing. Number one, of course, the fan service is gonna freaking bring in the dollars. Number one. Number two, last time I checked, DOA characters have never been in a 2D sphere.
What,
I
just
wonder
get
how
like
it works.
Master
I
Hand
wonder-
or something
Master Hand.
from Smash?
No.
no.
I know.
Does Master Hand have beef with Terry Bogard?
I mean, he has beef kind of with everyone, and then sometimes he doesn't have beef. I don't know.
I mean, you gotta realize though, not all characters that guess got beef or whatever, but sometimes they do because they try to like shoehorn them into the story. Because Terry and freaking Fighting EX Layer, his rival was honestly, I know Ryu was like the guy they got, but like freaking the Kyrie character in EX Layer, I think he's cooler. Like I just
Yeah.
like, I mean, maybe it's just because of me. It's just because I like the more darker element of him. Like he has like a hybrid of like what Ryu does. He kind of does it in his own way in terms of like animations. He's got a little Akuma in him, but like, yeah, I mean, I love I love some EX layer characters, but I don't know if that's a good enough sell because
Crackerjack
unfortunately,
would be pretty cool.
So they tried it with SK. Also, SK kind of did that with SK Heroines with Skullomania and SK Heroines. So I think SK and EX layer Akira got too much work to do on their own. Akira, I think it's Awika actually. I'm not sure. Don't really care. But they got some work to do on their own because that fight EX layer overall, especially they tried their best. I feel it was very lackluster at the end. The end result was lackluster. Yes, they gave it to a bunch of free characters as time went on. The only character you had to pay for was Hakuto and Terry Bogard. But I feel like the game was very underwhelmed.
Yeah. I mean, I liked fighting Egg Slayer, but the problem was, like, on one hand,
nobody played it.
That too. What? There's one with Onyxe said there was no single player content, which I hope fighting games get better at, which is why I'm glad KOF 15 is seemingly kind of, they heard that because now we got an actual comprehensive cinematic story mode, so that's cool to hear. On top of that, EX Layer was a little, being different is something you need to do. But there is a such thing as being too different, if that makes sense. I think EX Layer was a tad bit too different for most people's taste. And number 3 was the same thing that was the inevitable demise of Street Fighter Cross Tekken as well. They fixed it too late. You fix something too late, people will move on. You'll have your little stalwart, very hardcore favorites that'll still stick by, but
majority of your audience left.
They move on because there's other games out there. There's many other games out there, and then like the video I did where I did my comeback and I'm catching up. All those indie games are coming up, man. That 5 Course Fighters looks really good. Like I said, Project L looks pretty good and everything. The next Uni-L coming out. DNF Duel. I don't know crap about DFO, but that mess looks really good.
What's that one called? Blazing Strike? Yeah,
Blazing Strike. Absolutely. People love that mess because of the third strike, look of it.
We might have to play
That's
that.
another fighting game I hope does really well.
I'll be on that mess like freaking, because I just wish we could have got more information. But hey, it's indie company. I'm willing to do whatever I can.
Yeah, it's indie, and I'm glad they got a good publisher, Art. though.
Well, they got Axis. Axis. People think Arc that is messed up. Arcs. That's cool. It's cool. No, because think about it for a minute. Look what you did there. Because I'm pretty sure Arxis came first. Because don't you know a lot of people don't like it in business when you do that or whatever? You mistakenly tease yourself as being somebody else. Because somebody legit went to because I kid you not, because you see this in business all the time. You probably see one of those videos talking about those rip-off restaurants and brands and stuff like that. Then you pick it up and you think you got the actual thing, but it's something else. Because I think
my god, have you seen the ones from China? I think there was it was a KFC. Rip-off, but instead it had Obama as
China. Yeah, OFC, they got it. Yeah,
that was hilarious.
They got a KFG over there. They got a They got that. They got an Obama fried chicken over there. They got a Dairy Fairy instead of Dairy Queen.
Oh my god.
They got Sunbucks over there instead of Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
Over in I think in Iran. I think we'll say in Iran they have a McDonald's.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Someplace over in the UAE there's a Burger Friends instead of Burger King. I'm not. And Axis has done some good stuff. And Axis has done some great stuff. It's real, I'm telling you. My favorite one, which I couldn't believe this was really a freaking thing though, I think it was in Germany. There's a Dunkin' Donuts ripoff in Germany and it's called Donkey Donuts. It's called Donkey.
It just sounds like something like a 7-year-old would call Dunkin' Donuts.
I think for some reason they renamed it to Crazy Donut, which I guess is kind of part of core, but I mean still.
It's a lot better with the first thing they named it.
And I'm not accusing because Axis has done some really awesome stuff, but doesn't it just make you kind of feel like, man, they just took the R off of Arxis and come on, man. Come on, y'all know what y'all was doing with Axis. Now I'm not dissing them, Axis is cool though, but yeah, Blazing Strike I really hope, because they're, from what I've seen, the combat system's a little bit different because they have the little endurance system in there. And like I just said, there's being different, there's being too different. Because I kind of also think, well, I don't want to throw Grand Blue under the bus. I think Grand Blue did it pretty well. But yeah, they have the little stamina meter there. I just wish that we knew all of the characters in the trailer that I watched, because we know a couple of them, but there are some others there that look even cooler than like there's some big old freaking mecha Goro looking dude. Like it's a dude with like mecha
I like the girl with
Shokan
the
hands. The girl, you talking about
Nagi, something like that. Nagi, I think her name is.
I gotta look at that again, and I just wish they would have put all the characters there because I started seeing people that I didn't. People were sitting over there talking about, oh my god, by the way, Johnny's tripping me out. He's talking about Akuma from Tekken. Have you heard somebody say Akuma from Tekken before?
No, I saw someone.
My favorite one still is Ryu from Fortnite.
Oh, that one's funny. Yeah.
Ryu from Power Rangers Battle from the Grid. Hey, Battle for the Grid is bringing it now, man, because that freaking pass, that mess done caught my attention. Only because I'm a Rita Repulsa and god dang, what's her name? What's the other one's name? Yeah, her. Yeah, the one with the butt bump. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Mika time. It's Mika time.
My game system. I need to reinstall it.
Yeah, but it's like, but you see, the point is, and I remember. Don't ask how I remember it. I just do. That is basically people will, for the most part, move on. You know, if you don't feed them, they'll find somebody else that might. Even if the person's lying to them, they'll move on. You gotta strike and capitalize while the grill is hot, because I don't think any soul likes cold burgers. And Siren, don't you say anything. I knew you was gonna say something. No such thing.
Okay.
I said pies. I don't like cold burgers, especially when he's burning.
Thought you said gold burgers. I'm about to say, you gonna put him in freaking KOF? We already can't stand him right now. We already can't stand him right now. What are you gonna do, freaking? What are you gonna do? Like freaking his tackles, like his freaking spear's gonna do 50% damage.
Powder. Every character got to sell to Goldberg. You know they would beat him, but because it's Goldberg, they gotta let him beat him win.
Oh man, shoot. Who else was in that KOF All Stars? And who else was in there? Wasn't Guilty Gear in there too?
The Rock, Kofi Kingston, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, John Cena.
Other franchises, I mean.
And that was Undertaker.
Because wasn't Guilty Gear in Wasn't Guilty Gear in
I think there was Blaze Blue in there, if I remember right.
And Kev All Stars? No, it's no good to get Kev All Stars.
I can't remember what it was, but there was.
When I was doing my like when I was doing like, you know, the guest teams I want to see, like I was just basically like I would Google,
Dead or
like,
Alive is in there.
I know DOA.
Dead Alive added it weekly. Dead Alive, they got Dead Alive, they got WWE, they got Intamon, they got those characters from Seven Deadly Sins. We got
Ooh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Since you mentioned that, let us make this the final question. I'm glad we were able to stay here because since this is going to be like, you know, a monthly thing then, and on top of that with the announcement, I'm pretty sure everybody's happy they gave you a little bit of extra content because it got crazy. But
yeah,
what is, like, now, I think Larry and I have talked about this, and make this the last one. Like I say, we can, you know, but people keep talking about lack of new fighting game IPs, and they instantly default to anime.
oh,
Now, the thing is, a lot of these games, from what I'm understanding, they got fighting games, but they just didn't take off for one reason or another. Because I mean, Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball, honestly, Dragon Ball is one of those franchises where it's like, it dabbles its hand in something. As long as it's not another freaking live action movie, they'll be fine. But it's like,
Dragon Ball Z alone gonna be fine. All like no live action bullshit like you just mentioned.
whoa.
Dragon Ball Z gonna sell on his own name, on his main name, Dragon Ball Z.
Sorry, I didn't catch much of that, but
I'm gonna take your freaking voice and like put it in a robot, then like your mess broke up.
yeah, you sounded like I don't even know what I got to say.
There's a skin in Paladins where it's like freaking Dredge can barely talk. You sounded like that. I understand the connection probably ravaging you. Don't you hate it? I caught it, but like it was bumpy.
Okay, we can back. I don't think the Dragon Ball Z.
Still there. It's still there.
He sound like he's talking to a mic through his stomach.
Oh my god, why'd you? Try like disconnect and come back in the party and see if that. See how that works.
I'm now.
Good.
Oh, that's way better.
Crispy.
Louis just had to reset my mic.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so what I was saying was Dragon Ball Z is gonna do fine on its own because the fact that it's Dragon Ball Z.
It's so big. Like, I mean, some stuff legit is like so freaking extensive and so just large. It's like you can't freaking take it down with regular stuff. Cause somebody in the chat was probably gonna, I think, Damon, I think was gonna say the same thing you were gonna say, Larry. Cause he told me about the My Hero game. I didn't play it. I still have to sit down and watch My Hero.
Isn't Arxis doing one of those too? Isn't Arxis working on that, or is?
I heard there was one that's already out there. Maybe Arxis is doing a better one.
Yeah, they are. They're working on a different one. There's one out there right now, but Arx is working on another My Heroes game.
Because if they are, I'll play it. I'll play it.
If it's like Guilty Gear, I'd love it to be like that, or like probably anything like Dragon Ball Fighters. Probably. I've never played it, but those are kind of similar.
Like a crossover game, like an anime crossover type shit, and not necessarily.
However, we then settle ourselves back into a problem that when we were talking about this, I think Larry pointed it out.
I'll take the
Do we throw, like, by doing that, I mean, we get it because Arxis does all the anime stuff then, but do you really want to throw all or so many of these IPs into their lap then? Now, I get they're qualified, yeah.
Give JoJo's to Capcom or Namco.
I would be down. I'd be down with freaking like, anybody, like any company. It could be an indie company that knows what they're doing, but like my number one all-time favorite anime is Yu Yu Hakusho. That game had fighting games back then, and they were subpar. They were subpar to me. It's like they could have been so much better, and it's like I thought this would have been easier. Seeing it's about
fighting game from based on anime which took off well, but it didn't because the way it played was One Piece, Burning Blood.
I think I've seen that and it looked interesting to me. Somebody, Johnny mentioned that actually. Well, actually, he mentioned the only franchise bigger than DBZ is One Piece, and he's only franchise bigger than DBZ is One Piece, and 100% Arxis is gonna put its hands on it. I mean, why not? I mean, you got the one big franchise, get the other one.
One Piece really that big? I thought Naruto was considered bigger than One Piece, but I don't really watch anime like that.
You talking about a game that's been oversaturated with some fighting games that might have flown under the radar. Naruto, oh yes. And people get so upset, like, let me tell you something. One thing I said at the end of my biking video is this. You can't make anybody like anything. The best that you can do is introduce and try to coerce, and that's it. Because people don't like the fact, like, especially the Naruto fans, they don't like the fact, like, why won't, like, more competitive players be open to the freaking arena mess? I'm like, maybe it just ain't working. Some stuff goes out of style for people, you know. Like, look at, like, freaking, and for other reasons, I know why this person probably got nixed or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But freaking Dan Schneider's freaking scripting style for Nickelodeon shows, his mess declined in popularity. It got, like, I mean, I know he was a long-time employee, but his mess got old after a while. Like, it just ain't working. Some stuff connects and some stuff just doesn't. Like, I'm not a business major, but I know one part of business and succeeding is, aside from, like, you know, you take away all the crookedness and everything and all that, you have to know how to read the room or know what the audience wants, at least, or like your, you know, your consumers. You gotta know it, because, I mean, being out of touch ain't gonna get you nowhere. I mean, maybe if you get enough money to where it's like, hey, look at me, like, insert joke here about this. There you go. But, like, do you really, like, I get, like, Arxis is qualified, but do, like, everybody's like, can Arxis make a One Piece game? Can Arxis make a freaking, a Berserk fighting game? Can Arxis make this? Can Arxis make this? I'm like, because don't you think that after a while, and I'm putting this out here and I'm done, don't you think that putting too much, like, IPs like this at their feet is gonna make people, like, will it make, like, the Arxis style get old kind of fast?
Will, because it's gonna be played like you've seen it 1,000 times. Like, it's got boring now. You like, I don't care how pretty it looks. You keep thinking, because that's one thing. My biggest gripe with King of Fighters 15 was the development. So many people want to King of Fighters 15 look just like Guilty Gear Stripe.
Thank you for saying that, because I was about to inject it. Thank you for saying that, because I was gonna inject that, but thank you for saying it.
That shit hurts my soul. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Pass it to whoever wants to pick it up. That's like literally like last thing I'll put on the table.
But yeah, that's my like big thing with I'm not gonna say anime fighters, but fighting games based on anime is that they, at least given the track record, they don't have balance in mind. Because I don't think they have anybody that's like touched or developing fighting games in their pocket to help them like make it like viable. Because on paper, Jump Force and J-Star should have been like shit, but they won it. Especially Jump Force.
And I enjoy J-Stars. I usually hate those types of games. I enjoy J-Stars a whole lot.
Jump Force, but Jump Force, no, that wasn't it. Jump Force wasn't it. That was not the move to make.
Did y'all
It was a nice
see
little
when?
game, but it played like crap.
Did y'all see when the Game Awards happened? How many people were mad that Jump Force didn't win Fighting Game of the Year that time it came out?
Really?
That game does not deserve a Game of the Year.
Not even, it shouldn't even be nominated.
There's a
Like,
Razzie.
that's a lot of nerve.
There's a Razzie.
Like, from the little bit I played of it, like, oh my god, no.
Oh my god. What you think, Siren?
Of what?
Like I just mentioned,
the anime game we were talking about.
I said, I'm all
if they're
for,
done
like,
right, if they, like, I don't think
the
it's
question.
too bad.
Well, the question was this: people keep like, and I understand Arxis is hot at the time because of like Guilty Gear Strive. I get it. Believe me, I get it. I love how Strive looks. I love how Strive plays. Strive is really great. I get that. I know Arxis is hot right now, but all this talk about new IPs and fighting games, and most people instantly default to anime, which I mean makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not against that either. But at the same time, people are just like, Arxis needs to make this. Arxis needs to make this. Like, can they make a Berserk game? Can they make this then? Like, don't you think that putting too many anime IPs at the feet of Arxis, especially stuff outside, like I said too many for the record, I said too many, wouldn't that make like the Arxis look get old kind of fast?
Probably.
While people are like just thinking like, you know, hey, like have Arxis make everything. Arxis should have made KOF 15. It's like,
No.
y'all are like, come on now. Because I said, they make really good games, and like, you know, and thing is, the only thing that I have against, like, nothing against Arxis, it's my only critique then, sometimes they can just be so extra with some stuff, honestly. Because, like, I mean, I personally, because here's the thing, I personally like, you know, I have no problem with the combo counter in Strive, where it's like, the more hits you get, the freaking numbers will get freaking big as a screen. At the same time, though, while I personally like it because it's kind of like, you know, the crazy, wild, and crazy freaking Guilty Gear style, at the same time, I could get why other people don't like it, because fighting games are visual. And I mean, something like that is definitely a WWE style distraction. And I say that because apparently WWE been recycling distraction finishes like people don't recycle out here. But anyways, yeah.
Dang.
So don't you think, like, you know, if, just imagine, like, take all of like the possible anime IPs that you would want as fighting games. Don't you think putting it all at the feet of Arxis would make the Arxis style ironically get old, with people constantly wanting to make every little anime fighter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Not everything needs to look like Arc System works. That's boring. It's not study core variety, and people seem to forget that.
Yeah, because it's just like us right now in the wrestling world, and AEW is actually doing pretty freaking decently now then, and people don't want one company to fail or anything then. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are fans, if you're not just a fanboy or a fangirl of like one company or whatever, you just like the fact, hey, we got more to watch now, we got options now. No more monopoly.
Exactly.
No more like just having to watch and freaking endure and pray and hope Vince actually listens to us for once. Then we got variety now.
Happen.
You know, but it's the same. But it's the same thing with the fighting games now. It's like, you know, freaking, you know, the old school, like, you know, the popular games are, you know, coming back up again and all that. The indie companies are coming up now. Like, I just think people, and like I said, I get Arxis is killing it right now. And Strive might be the #1 fighting game right now, depending on what platform you're on, because I don't think Strive is on Switch. I don't think it is.
It should be.
Which is also, by the way, someone also said it was kind of a crime that freaking KOF 15 isn't going to have a stream port, which I agree with.
Yeah.
Why put Terry in freaking Smash and, like, keep riding the momentum? Ride the momentum.
I thought that was just an absolutely stupid idea. Why?
And then on top of that,
I agree with Siren.
and I don't have to deal with like his trolling as much because, like I said, I'm not into Smash though. But good old Sakurai was cool enough when he was presenting Terry to actually tell Smash fans, "Hey, if you're interested in the series that Terry came from, pick up." I think he named like 3 games, 3.
They even, when they did the breakdown for the character, they even did like, hey, this move is from this game. His design is from this game. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it off with one more question since Johnny got all the way. Then I guess there's no other company as quote unquote talented, enough resources and budget that can make a Shattering Expectations anime game right now. That, right, like I said, that slogan for SNK was like the greatest freaking blessing and the curse then, because people, like, every time I would critique something about, like, because at the time when we weren't getting the surprises, pretty much almost everything before the Team Secret Agents announcement, I would, and then people would get mad at me for just saying this, and it's like, I'm not dissing it. I'm not the one that said I'm not the one that said KOF 15 was going to shatter all expectations.
Exactly.
SNK said it. SNK said it, not me. So
And they hardly ever deliver on that slogan.
So whenever I would talk about, like, you know, when I think it was maybe after, no, as a matter of fact, it was before E3 when I did a video about what did I think about, like, all the trailers, what did I think SNK did greatly, what I think they did terribly with, and I concluded it by basically giving them a grade of, did they shatter my expectations? And the Reaper from the freaking May on trial in that video right there from Overwatch, he interrupted me and said, no! And what I say? I said, my expectations are met. They're not shattered then. Everything at this point is par the core. I just think that the legacy characters should have just been, like, out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have put Team Fatal Fury out there because it didn't change. You could have,
Exactly.
like, you could have, you know, like, if you wanted to, like, basically get some legacy characters out there but not reveal anything, seeing what the AOF team turned out to be, put out Rio and put out Robert. So then after that, you know, oh my god, so it's probably gonna be, is it gonna be Takuma? Is it gonna be Mr. Karate? Is it gonna be Yuri? Is it gonna be King? There's still a guessing game
A lot
there.
of people want Marco. And
Marco,
I feel like
exactly.
I want to talk about too real quick.
Mhm.
SK keeps dropping a fucking ball on Marco.
Yes.
It's about time to put that man in the KF game.
How are you going to put him in the storyline there, have him legit pissed off? You remember that scene, I don't know if Larry's seen it or whatever, but that mess where, like, it's freaking that typical anime Fury mess where, like, you can't see their eyes then, but you see they're both pissed off or whatever, and Rio's like, I'm gonna leave Southtown. All this freaking family cares about is restaurant. And what did they do? They didn't bring him over. And it's like, come on, man.
And
It's
I
like,
honestly, Marco was better to do. The team, AOF team should have found him with Rio, not crazy about Robert, but whatever, Robert and Marco, or what I preferred, Rio, King, and Marco. But it's SK keeps teasing that Marco's there. They've been teasing Marco, I believe, since KF 13, if I'm remembering correctly. But not yet. Where's Marco? Marco should have been made his KF debut now.
Because people over there talking about, because I trying to think when this was. It was around the time Maya got revealed, but they were talking about, oh, but like Marco might be with Yuri Sakazaki, and I'm like, Maya is standing right there. These two are
Exactly.
on the team. After that King that's happening, hey, I will be totally fine with. Like, I don't hate it. I'm just saying I'll embrace the freaking AOF team even more if King and Rio finally actually hook up. Y'all might think I'm joking, but I'm serious. I would be right there along with Yuri and freaking Robert and Mr. Karate in the goofy freaking masks in the restaurant pushing them like, yeah, go get her, Rio, come on. And Rio's such a ball, and he's like, what you talking about, man? And then King flips another table over again. But it's like, come on, man. Come on.
I mean it. Like, they needed. I still think King and Rio either had to officially hook up now, be boyfriend and girlfriend, or let's stop with the thing
It's
going back
time.
and forth. It's annoying.
It's
It's
time.
time. It's time. It's
It's time.
there. Make them official a couple now. Stop having like that. Look, 'cause they've been showing it too much. Make Rio and King official boyfriend and girlfriend. Stop that annoying shit right now. Like we don't know what's going on.
It's time. I do not want King and freaking Rio to go down the Andy Bogard freaking. I don't
Or
want.
worse, Athena and Kensu route. Where that shield? We don't like each other.
Oh my god, I forgot he hasn't been revealed and he might not be in this game.
He won't be in this game. Kensu ain't.
Cause I like Kinsu, like I like
I mean,
KOF
Kensu
13.
alright, but he ain't coming. Athena, I'm telling. I made a joke. Someone, a bitch got their feelings hurt when I said Athena's Order Cycle Soldier representation you need.
Damn.
Cause it's like, I mean, all the other characters, people either like just okay, they're there, or got annoyed by them. I mean, the characters that were kind of favored or slash were there, because I know it's kind of a mixed thing with Kenso, but Kenso was the one that people like had a mixed reaction to. At least like there were some hardcore Kenso fans out there. Some people thought, nah, he's just there. But then of course, you know, Momoko, I like Momoko, but the general consensus was, nah, she's there.
Yeah, she was trash. Yeah, I like
then,
Momoko. Even I admit she was not liked. And I even heard someone at SK when they made her, they didn't like her.
and then there was Bao.
Oh, Bao, the greatest thing that happened ever to a fighting game. No joke.
The one thing, okay, I'm about to say the one thing we disagree with. I do not want to catch the little freaking super freaking Sonic the Hedgehog freaking wannabe. If you want to like put SNK, if you want to put Bao in freaking KOF freaking 15 or whatever, just freaking put Sonic. Just put a team Sonic the Hedgehog in there.
Lord. And if the Bao
do that.
15 though, then he needs to be based on his KOF for girls design. He needs to be matured up a little bit.
Oh boy.
Alright, so reverting back then, because y'all made y'all's guesses, me drawing a blank on who to guess for the next trailer freaking got us a whole nother hour of content.
Playing Heiner. We know about Heiner already.
You said Heidern. I think Larry said Alicia Keys, aka
I don't know what that was to me. I was gonna say
Dolores. Right, Dolores?
Yep.
Right, Dolores. And what'd you say, Zyron?
Kula.
You know what? I'm gonna take out the Jose book. I'm just gonna jump on the Dolores train until she comes out. I'm gonna vote on my class. Dolores is my call. Then
Okay,
I'm gonna say
we'll
it,
find out
but
2 weeks from today.
But I hope, like I said, I hope it's her. But more of me is feeling like she is gonna be trailer number 39, aka the final main roster.
Trailer 38, 39.
I don't want.
I don't think they would
wanna-
reveal the boss. Did they reveal Verse?
Yeah, Rota had a trailer and everything.
Really?
Son got a trailer too, so this birth. They sure did.
Okay, well, never mind. That shuts me up.
It's just like, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Boy, this was.
Longer than I expected, but it was fun.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this was fun. Like, we went from
Really,
talking about stuff. There was freaking jokes. There were freaking reactions. There was shots fired. There was
It's been a roller
bad
coaster,
fanfics. There was bad fanfics being written there. It's
Right.
like, man. Told you, man, you ain't gonna be able to shake that funk off of you, man. I'm gonna remind you of that every single time until
Oh,
we
boy.
freaking conclude the Shattering. I'm gonna remind you every time.
I mean, I think when the thing's gonna... I think when the Shattering's done is probably once, you know, the game's DLC is done, but we'll probably only pick up once DLC is actually started.
Yeah, I just remember you said like
But-
by the time 15 it comes out, like, you know,
Yeah.
that's the time you want to conclude it. Then
For the
But if
most
y'all
part.
don't-
We'll bring it back
but
to
y'all-
DLC, probably.
I'm free monthly. Me, I also did my thing for October, so I won't be free again until like maybe towards either the end of October or beginning of November. Siren has my Instagram. He can hit me up next time he thinks it's the time he wants to do another Shattering.
yeah,
Give me like a good, maybe a week or two heads up, so I can
sorry,
make
J-
room for it in my chaotic life.
sorry for the J-pop that I played for a minute ago. It's the theme song
Okay.
from the second season. Well, actually, no, it was the final season of the Ace Attorney anime, which was really good.
It's okay, guys. I have some
Yeah.
Street Fighter playing in the background too. I press pause on.
I have Stardew Valley playing, but I turned off the entire...
For the record, man, the greatest thing about freaking Shune's trailer was that song. That song was awesome, man. That song
Yeah.
was awesome. It's just this person was too hooked on freaking jump cuts, man. Too hooked.
My favorite theme right now I'm gonna talk about is Isla. I am in love with Isla.
yes. We didn't even talk about the song. That mess slaps.
I like
It does.
Antonov's theme and Shune's theme. Although Isla's is really good. That one does.
I haven't heard any bad theme songs for this so far. Like the OST has been freaking flawless for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said,
The theme I hate the most, I'm not crazy about. I don't like the theme for Art of Fighting. That theme is the
I love
go to
that
Pow
one.
Pow Cafe.
Damn.
I'm not crazy about that one.
yeah, I like the song, but I do wish they had some. Like, there are other AOF themes I like better. It's just like freaking Jacko's theme and freaking Strive. I am not a big fan of it, but I can see the fact that the lyrics and the sound sounds like something Jacko would say. My beating heart is popping like popcorn. Sounds like something Jacko would say. I need to start playing more Jacko since 'tis the season for some Jacko play. But of course, like I said, whenever freaking now I'm probably gonna play Maiden because I had a revelation because I was playing with Creepy. Shout out to that Creepy reading, honestly, and freaking part of the reason why I'm starting to really make a living doing what I'm doing now. But he had me playing yesterday. I used to play May just for the giggles then, but I'm like, you know what, let me play a serious May for once. And I won like 25 straight games. It's just so obnoxious the stuff that she can do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure got a lot of hate behind it.
Maybe we'll have to invite Creepy.
But Larry will tell you, because I told him, I got a very noticeable rage quit then. And I can understand the person. What happened, I did the little freaking, what I call the free willy mess where the freaking...
Oh boy.
Not the big one, but like the one that's like the reversal where it will like jump up and then jump back down.
Oh, I know that one. I know. So
I did that. Yeah, I did that. It was a Giovanna player, which poor them because Giovanna's my favorite. Like, that's my favorite character, so I know about her then. I did the reversal. The first hit went up, then the Giovanna player burst. It knocked May back, but the killer whale still kept going and it killed her then. And I know they freaking rage quit because the whole thing, after that mess happened, the whole game froze, connected to opponent. The freaking, the cinematic played afterwards, but it's like, it pulled us out. So it pulled us out, so it's like, they left. I need to clip that and put it on the clip channel. But, yeah, like I said, whenever Siren and like I said, Onyxe, as you can see, is more than freaking capable of like tagging up with old Siren here. I mean, I'm pretty sure he could probably endure his other fanfics because I'm pretty sure there's there's a whole closet full. Probably this man got like a whole library full. That mess is like that man got a library. That man chills in that library.
Oh boy, okay.
He's about to get off here.
Let's not be born while we're on stream. Like Siren, I'm a very open-minded person, but I can't do that.
Alright.
You gonna have me coming from where I'm like, wait a minute, no, like, hey, I'm editing your stuff, but can I take a break right quick? I gotta tell somebody to stop putting mess on the show. But if I can join them, I will. If I can't, at the very best, I will send y'all a word there that they're streaming. Then follow both of them if you're at it, then, because, you know, freaking Onyxe plays a whole lot more. If y'all like me playing, but I don't play all that much, Onyxe plays a whole lot, and like, not to make fun of him, but him tilted is funny.
It's true.
I was rolling. But yeah, shout outs to everybody, like shout outs to everybody that stopped by, the panel. I was about to say it's been awesome.
For those who follow me, there will be no new content on my channel until Thursday, Friday. So you guys know right now, there won't be no new content. Ain't new followers, you just got a bunch of old videos. Add something for Sunday, add something for Monday, but after Monday, no new content to Thursday or Friday. I'm sorry in advance.
There you go, you got your new. Anything anybody else wants to press out their channels, art books.
Make sure to, if you haven't already, I guess.
No freaking, don't start. No, this is not the ground for you to put your fan fiction out there. Like this, I won't forbid that. I will forbid that every single malfunction at the junction.
Okay.
But, check out Xanadu X Geese.
Yeah, Xanadu X Geese.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Rock is. If that happens, Rock is not going to be in 15 because he's going to be mortified.
Yeah. Too bad to show his face.
What you got, Larry? Though.
No, just if y'all are playing part, just follow me on Instagram. It's Cheshirebeam.
Cheshirebeam, as you see it there in the title. Look on Instagram. I know he's still going over there. He got one piece of me on there where it's like he has all my favorite Pokemon, and I'm basically a wrestler.
That's cool. Well, good thing about this, Chris will probably tag all our channels and our socials, the description.
Let me make sure
to understand anything we said, it'll be in the description.
Yep, do that because I'm gonna make sure I do that before I freaking go do what I'm about to do. I guess gotta make sure.
I gotta go. Gotta go to the supermarket for they clothes.
Yes, sir. And make sure to follow Siren over here. Then I'm pretty sure he just puts content out there. You don't have to worry about anything crazy. So
Yeah,
I hope
no,
so.
don't worry about that.
If he does that, then I'm not liable for that. I can't do.
Same thing with here, but you could tell me about it. I can tell him about it. I can tell you.
I don't know.
Glad
Hey,
you
guys, it was a pleasure. But I got a tip, and I'll catch you on next time.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all next time.
It's the next time we do the shadowing. Peace out, guys.
All right.
All right. We should have Creepy on here for like if the beta comes out, and just watch him like just someone play Shoeman.
He probably won't play freaking KOF.
No.
He don't like them. He don't like. Man, if I show him a clip of one of like these advanced combos, that man is gonna be like,
Dang.
That man makes that mess known. He's like, he doesn't. Because sometimes when we're playing Stride, he'll be like, because he mains Axel right now, and like, he just doesn't like when people like get in on him and they like, you know, the Ramlethals of the world and the Giovannas like legit get 2 hit confirms on him, and that'll basically be it. Because I can't stand that. Like, I get hit like at least seemingly one time and I'm just done for. And I'm like, well, don't play Marvel 2 then. He was like, that's why I didn't play Marvel 2. And I'm like, touche.
Cool. All right.
I'll catch y'all later. Later. Like, I'm cutting. I'm just cutting the stream right here.
All right.
And 3, 2, 1.